Thanks for calling the Moose. This is Jeanette.
Oh, yeah, hi. I think I left my keys there.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was there a little while ago.
How long ago?
About like an hour and a half, I think. And my keys.
An hour and a half?
Yeah. I left them with a thing of Magnum condoms. They'd be together.
Well, those
That's
already
right.
got used up, I'm sorry to say.
I'll reuse them. It's fine. You sound like you're getting it good over there.
There's going to be your man.
I hit that. So excuse me, I'd like to get my keys back.
I turned them in. I sent them in the lost and found.
I pushed the button that said to talk to the moose knuckle woman, press 2.
Press 2.
You sound sweet. I got a bum knee, but I make money. You want to go out? I like to muff dive. Yeah. You got pimples on your butt?
You what?
You got pimples on your butt?
What?
Because I'll pop them.
No pimples here. I gotta run. I'm all done.
Alright, well, I'm not finished yet. I'm almost there. Ready now. Oh, okay, you can go.
That gets me sometimes.
I'm on some different shit lately. I think the drugs gon' drive me crazy. I told you stay, you could've waited. I don't feel bad for you, baby. They gon' be mad when I make it. I'm on a whole nother level. You in my spot, you gon' have to take it. Competing with me is like fighting Satan. I told her shake what her mama gave her. She outside of the club and she wild, don't even think that she got home training. I told you I'll be right back in an hour. Don't hit my phone if you gon' keep complaining. They say that money, it come with the power. I need my work on the Ben Franklin's. When you gon' call me, I been waiting on you too dumb. I'm tryna see what's up with you. One night's not enough, but can't let you get comfortable. I'm geeked up off them drugs. Just say the word, I'm coming through. I know just what you want. Just tell me what you wanna do. One night's not enough, but can't let you get comfortable. I'm geeked up off them drugs. Just say the word, I'm coming through. I'm on some different shit lately. I think the drugs gon' drive me crazy. I told you stay, you could've waited. I don't feel bad for you, baby. They gon' be mad when I make it. I'm on a whole nother level. You in my spot, you gon' have to take it. Competing with me is like fighting Satan. I told her shake what her mama gave her. She outside of the club and she wild, don't even think that she got home training. I told you I'll be right back in an hour. Don't hit my phone if you gon' keep complaining. They say that money, it come with the power. I need my work on the Ben Franklin's. Wait, now you too long. I'm tryna see what's up with you. One night's not enough, but can't let you get comfortable. I'm geeked up off them drugs. Just say the word, I'm coming through. I know just what you want. Just tell me what you wanna do. One night's not enough, but can't let you get comfortable. I'm geeked up off them drugs. Just say the word, I'm coming through.
Warning: this show contains content and language some may find offensive. It is intended for mature audiences only. If you are easily offended, do not like to hear explicit language, or just have a whack and horrible sense of humor, you should probably stop watching right now. If you are still here, it means you are awesome and want to have a good time with us. If that's the case, we salute you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, where is it? Why haven't they found it?
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now! What's the matter with those twats down there?
What's good, everybody? Yo. We is up in this bitch. It's the motherfucking Just Being Frank show. We got Leg in the house.
Right now
obviously.
it's just being Leg and Frank.
Yeah.
So.
But, pretty soon it'll be being Frank, Leg, and L. And then actually we got fucking motherfucking I in the house, too. She's just upstairs. She'll be back downstairs in a moment. Yeah, it is another Thursday. Another week has gone by. It's amazing how much time quickly flies, man. Shit, you notice at this age now, time just blends. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, it's 2025. You're like, where the fuck did this year go?
I say that about my annual salary. When I'm like, damn, I made that much money. Where the fuck did it go?
Yes, I feel you on that shit, bro. But yeah, no, it's crazy now at this time. Well, I don't know if you probably don't experience it the same, but like I live on a month-to-month basis with my job.
Yeah, well, you're month to month. Yeah, I get it. Same shit.
It's once you go all the way up, you start back at zero. What's up? Yeah, we should be. Hopefully people can. Yeah, I think people can hear us. Make sure before we continue on, make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, no, we everything is measured per month.
Yeah.
So like as soon as you're racing to get as many units out before the end hits, and then once it hits the first,
now you're back at zero.
You're back to zero. But because of that, it's always a race against the clock.
Right.
And because of that, time just fucking blows by, bro. You're like, it's the 15th already? Like what the? Yeah.
That's how it feels paying bills.
Oh, most
Damn,
certainly.
it's the 15th already.
Oh.
This
Most people
do,
it's
that
collecting.
do.
It's the
Right.
15th. Wake up.
Guys, your check-in, come on. Get it,
15.
Get it.
Here, we'll do this little shot. Salute.
Shot.
L should be up in the house
Damn,
at some
there ain't
point.
nothing little about this shot.
Nah,
though.
this is probably
God
this will
damn,
be the only one I
O'Brien.
need. Good to have I and I back.
I am not.
You
Back
can
in
tell
the
by the
blood
size of the
clot
shots
deal
he's
did me
back.
say. Nothing tell them. Big up Jada, big up.
I and I's back in the building. Woo. We missed you.
Big up Steph. I missed y'all too, yo.
First show back at first show in 2024.
Right.
So why don't you fill everybody in on what happened? Because I want to know too.
In real life, yo, I was almost in like a head-on collision type
Damn.
shit. And like, I have to big up God because at the end of the day, for me to be where I was, how I was, you know what I'm saying? I was able to avoid that, but in the midst of all that, instead of it being a head-on, I fucked up the whole left side of my car.
That's
The whole
better than a
driver's
head
side.
on.
You know what I'm saying?
It sounds like it was worth the fuck up though.
It was worth the
Yeah.
fuck up, and like I was able to like maneuver my way out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit really could have been fucked up. Like just to walk away with a concussion.
Were you not paying attention, or was it the other driver?
No, I was paying attention. I was coming from my other job, going home, and like, I was driving the back roads because I was tired. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
right.
I usually would take the highway, no problem. I was like, yo, let me take the back road, da 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 da, and of course, where I was, there's no fucking cameras, no nothing. This motherfucker came off the highway, took a big old wide old right, and was coming head on towards me,
Oh, shit.
speeding and zooming. And so there's a median between, you know what I'm saying, my direction and their direction, but they fucked around and came over the median.
Oh shit.
They fucked around and found out.
They fucked around and found out, but like they didn't find out for real because I swerved out and then I swerved back in because like when you drastically
Go one way, you gotta correct.
exactly because I was gonna go in the ditch.
Right. Well,
And
none of that
so-
too. People could talk shit and say, "Oh, I would have done this." Like, fuck
Nah,
you.
in
When
real
you-
life, I'm happy as fuck that I was coherent and a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was fully there. I wasn't fucked up and inebriated, none of that. And this motherfucker straight up would have had hit me head on, and I swerved out, swerved back in. I hit the guardrail. I rather hit a guardrail than a guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I
You
hit
said
the
they
guard-
hopped that person hopped the median.
No, they went around it.
Oh, got you.
So instead of taking the direct right
Right.
off the ramp, they went around the median and ended up going up
So being that it's obviously
on the
their
right
fault-
on the wrong side of the road,
Right.
driving directly towards.
Did they take off or did they stay?
They took off. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Top
So-
it all off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to face some of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And pay that shit up.
Yo, that shit's crazy though because
I don't have an insurance company to sue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's just me.
Right.
Now I remember one time I was
So
going
it's
up
just down
Boston
bad.
Road,
Mhm.
and you know how you got up towards where the mall was at. It split.
Yep.
Yo, there was just some lady just coming right down in our side.
Same type of shit. Same,
Yeah.
exactly. Same type of shit.
It was like, yo, what the fuck? And she was just like, dum da dum, I
Not paying
gotta
no
feed my
attention.
kitties.
Yeah.
Cats are hungry. Like Jesus Christ. But be glad you're sitting here.
Appreciate it,
know what
man.
I'm saying?
So like, I was sitting out for a little bit, but God got me, and I'm happy as hell. Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Mama?
Appreciate you, Ma.
I left you a vape over there if you need to hit that.
I definitely am hitting it. I saw it and I took it.
I figured you might need one, so, or at least it was there. Period.
Nah, I appreciate you, man.
Yo, I got this one the other day. It was Baja Blast. Shit is fucking horrible.
I got one in my bag.
You
right
don't like
here.
Baja Blast?
Not this fucking vape.
Oh, it's a vape. I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
Say
I'll
Baja
let-
Blast is dang.
I'll let you try it later on.
Hi,
and-
Ma.
And maybe it's just me. I just can't fuck with it.
Frank,
So
look over real quick. Pull that. That's my shit right there. See if you like it or not.
I feel like you had this one before.
Yeah, but not that brand. So it's a little different, but it's not bad. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. That's got like it's like a spearmint almost taste.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I
not
mean?
too sweet. I like the one you gave me right here though.
That one's what is that? Cranberry grape.
Cranberry grape.
Yeah,
That shit nice.
this
My
one's
thing
not
is when
bad,
you touch
too.
fruity shit, it's drastic. It's either really good or it's really bad. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, black
been-
ice.
Yeah, I like that though.
Damn,
I've been trying to like get different shit,
Frank, we'll
but
hit you later.
that Baja Blast fucked me up, especially when you're paying $20 a pop for these shits.
I feel you, man.
So now I got it as a backup, like a last resort one. But yeah, no, this one I got is strawberry ice. It's pretty good.
Yo, so it really felt like my 2023 going into 2024 was gonna be a shit show. It was that, and like I literally had a kid spit in my face and in my hair type shit.
No, you know what though?
Called me all types of nigger, all that, hard R.
Who did?
Yo, nigga, the shit I work with, yo, it's some different shit, man.
Yeah,
good.
So
I
like,
couldn't even talk.
when I tell you when it rains,
the
it pours,
mental
and it really
anguish,
makes
yo.
you exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think God, it's God. It's nothing but God and Jesus. That's who you know what I'm saying? That's my shit. You know what I'm saying right there.
The shit is too is you obviously can't react the way you would
Exactly.
really want to.
Emotional
react.
intelligence is a major thing.
Right.
And
Hell yeah.
it's not just
Emotional
little
maturity.
Well, you know what I've been trying to work on, and mind you, I'm not there yet. Don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to work on not letting others get me out in my emotions.
Word.
You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
Because I feel like at that point I lost control of myself.
That's a fact.
What I've been working
Anger
on.
is a motherfucker though.
Anger is crazy. But yo, like what you would do with anger is not no shit. Like in hindsight, you look at it and you be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that deep.
But out of all
But
things,
your initial reaction is to go crazy.
yeah, but out of all things to insult somebody, you really got to take it there.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many other things, bro. I feel like people that say that shit are just, they have nothing else, and they're just
But then you gotta
trying
think
to
about it too, right?
Hail Mary.
So I feel like kids say shit for shock value
Most certainly.
and for negative, you know what I'm saying, negative
Yeah.
attention.
They want to win.
They want attention regardless.
Right.
So I
They-
work with the demographic of, you know what I'm saying, individuals that need that additional support and that don't have that and don't have stability, routine, any of that outside of the structure that I work in. You know what I'm saying?
To me, though, that's still like learned shit.
Yeah,
You know
so it's
what I
funny
mean?
because I had a little Caucasian shorty be like, I don't ever want to hear you say that again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, what? They got offended by it too?
shorty came out the room, was like, yo, I don't
Yo.
never want to, You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. Why? Because they
Oh,
understood.
yeah.
And you don't understand what people go through outside of that environment.
Yeah.
Well, you know
So you
what
would
it
never
is?
know that I'm like, yo, my thing is like, I don't like asking people for shit. I've always been independent. 18 to I'm 26. You know what I'm saying? I've been independent as fuck. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You know what it is too. I think at the end of the day, there is a lot of individuals, not just white people too. It could be Puerto Rican or whatever.
Right, for sure.
That really don't like hearing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like,
And they gonna stand up
Right.
10 toes.
most certainly.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm one of those people like I don't like that shit neither. Yo.
Nah,
That shit-
I can't fuck with you.
It's just no, I just can't do it.
I don't even like it when people that supposedly are down.
Yeah, that are okay to say
Slip in the
yeah,
A.
I don't like it either.
Nah, like you just
When you drop the hard ER,
that shit's another level.
it's
Yo,
crazy.
the N word period bothers me, even if it's just the A. It
Like I
didn't
said-
used to growing up.
Yeah.
But like you were talking about emotional maturity and shit, like as I grew up and I realized like how like the power that word holds.
It's not only that too. When I hear
crazy,
someone use it in like the endearing way, right? That I could definitely tell isn't about it or around the way either. That shit doubly gets me. I'm like, yo, stop saying. Like, there's this chick, and it's the younger generation primarily. I've noticed, right?
A lot of young white girls do it.
Yes,
hate
it
that
was a
shit,
young
yo.
white girl.
Like, yo, you are not allowed
I had
to
to
say
check
that shit.
her.
Stop
I was
it.
like, listen, there's some of us that have quote like I don't know how to word it. Kind
You
of
wanna
earn
say
the
we
G
get a
pass,
pass? Yeah,
right?
You get a pass?
and we
right.
still don't.
Right.
So where the
Still
fuck
don't.
are you coming
Who
from?
are you?
Right. I'm like, yo,
What rights do you have?
I'm not even black, and I want to smack the shit out you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
So you
For
know
the
what's
black
funny?
people.
You know what's funny? As a black woman, right? I feel like I've been called worse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, because too that again, if someone's pulling that out, they got nothing else. It's
I
a
feel like-
Hail Mary. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if that's pulled out these days, it's because you got them. You
I
got
feel
them.
like the
You got them
N-word-
in their feelings. You know what I mean?
I feel like the N word with the hard R is like the racial equivalent of a cunt of the C word.
no, but I can still call you a cunt. I can call you a cracker ass crackhead. It's
Yeah,
still
but
not.
only-
It doesn't hold the same weight.
Nah, you're
which
right.
is
It doesn't.
crazy.
It doesn't hit like
Nothing
that.
I
You're
can
right.
say
It
can hold
doesn't.
the same weight except your
Nah.
mother should have swallowed you. You
Even
should
that
not
don't.
exist.
Even then.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even that doesn't.
But that's still a
Yeah.
blow. You know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
I-
That's going blow for somebody who's clearly beneath you.
Right. I feel like there's so many other things to say.
The only reason why I said cunt was because I know like if you call a woman that shit, like that's like the end all be all. Besides the N word.
I mean, there's
Besides
also
that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I guess there's also the intent behind it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
True,
Like
true.
when you can almost measure the amount of hate that's coming out of somebody when they
Based
use a
off
word
the
like
how
that.
they use it. Yeah.
Right. So like I
how
can
easily they
Yo,
say
my
it and
eye.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, my eye. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing.
The only-
Versus, yo, you motherfucking ah. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like, that's different.
Only thing I will, the one thing that I've noticed, I was talking about it, funny enough, with an older black person. It's about my age, right? And it's funny.
Older, as you, the old man.
Yeah, I gotta say older, right? But it's funny because we were talking and we're like, we used to pop mad racial jokes at one another, but we also knew that we could say these things to one another and not
Right.
get offended.
You just wouldn't do it in mixed company.
Right, but I noticed like a lot of people that are younger they don't either get it or necessarily understand it.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, because I popped off a joke with this one individual, and this younger person was like, "Yo, that's wild." And mind you, it wasn't what I said; it's what they said to me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Bro, we're laughing, so I don't know where you're coming from." You know what I mean? But I do notice too, though, like on the flip side, there's also younger cats that are coming up, 19, 20-year-olds that are also can get the joke, that don't
Right.
take it offensively.
Nah, but like, yo, it was paired with like spit in my face,
That's-
spit in my hair,
that's wild.
Yeah,
type
that's crazy.
shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that's coming from a dark place.
And you didn't spaz?
No, I
I
walked
give
away.
you much credit.
You know what it is though? I have emotional intelligence.
Yeah, I don't know. For
And
me, like,
stability. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like I wouldn't blame you if you did spaz.
Nah,
Nah,
but, like,
but she also needs her job.
you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So at the end of
get
the
it,
day, there's
yo.
nothing you can say to me that's gonna fuck up my food and my my future children's food.
Right. Well, the
because
problem
once
is,
you get a
too-
51A, nigga, that's just following you for the rest of
That's
your life.
exactly what I was gonna say.
And am I gonna fuck my life up because
Right.
you decided to use a poor choice
Right.
of words?
Right. They might have that
Right.
one experience with you with it, right? And that's where it ends. With you, that shit's gonna follow you forever and
Exactly.
come out of
Right.
pocket.
So it's
So,
like-
Point.
yeah, you handled that correctly then if you didn't.
Man, that's why they love me at my job.
I
Because
feel like
at the end of the day, I let a lot of shit shake. But I can literally say like that was because of my upbringing. Not that I was called that, right? But I learned how to regulate self.
Right, not to allow that shit to get you out.
If you let other people get into your mind,
Yeah, you
know what I'm
lost.
saying? You lost.
Yeah, you already lost.
So,
And I
but
literally
let me
had to
ask you this though,
Yeah, go
right?
ahead.
On a serious note, were you able to also recognize that? And I don't know this individual, obviously,
ahead,
right?
yeah, mhm.
But were you able to also notice too that they might have went to that level because they're hurt?
Yeah,
and that's the way
it's
they
trauma. So
hurt people, hurt
traumatized
people.
exactly.
'Cause that also
Traumatized
shows your growth.
individual shows that traumatized you and your
Yo,
trauma
don't
is
come
going to
down here
affect me.
talking to people, Lance. Like,
Nah, but
we're
I-
not in a conversation right now.
I respect that you can also separate yourself from that personally and also recognize that this person
But you know what's
is
funny?
damaged.
Like
goes down
Six
here with
could
a
tell you
bottle
right now.
already.
Six
Like,
could
he
tell
getting
you
busy, huh?
right now.
Let me
The
get that
person
now.
I was when me and him worked together versus the person I am now is different. You know what I'm saying?
Love you.
Yo, let me get hung.
Love you.
Give me got shot and let me get hung.
No, but I respect the fact that you could separate yourself from that. Not only did you not stoop to a level that they were hoping that you probably would, right? But you can also recognize that they were also coming from a place like where they're hurt, so that's their
Yeah.
way
We're
of.
talking about at Armani's
Traumatized,
job.
yep.
She got dude or female, whatever, spit on her and
Sound
called
like
it
a
a hard
female.
R at the same time.
They sound like it.
Motherfucker, nah, he's Spaniard. But spit in my face. I got sick.
That's even
spit in
more
my
wild.
hair.
N-word
I
with the
promise you.
hard
I
R.
said
That was-
I will be out the next 2 days. Happy holidays type shit, and I was out of there. Like,
But that was like a coworker or a,
Nah, kid at work.
I find it even crazier
What's the
when another
age?
race uses that
we
word
talk about that off air.
to hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but my thing is like, okay, you. Oh,
That's
damn.
That's crazy.
I feel like you.
Yo, something just got
happened.
unplugged. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit got unplugged.
Yeah, I definitely just lost something.
I lost something too.
I feel like it came back.
I still can't hear shit. in
I
my
hear.
shit. Damn.
Do I hear?
Be right back on the.
Yeah.
Just
It's
show.
in both headphones.
Yo,
now.
yo, yo. Okay.
Alright.
I can't hear nothing still.
You can't hear us?
Nothing. Nothing.
You know what? It's probably you plugged in to the. Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, you probably pulled your, the plug
what's
joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Hold on. I'm gonna get you real quick. Y'all talk.
Sorry, y'all. It's been a few weeks for me.
We can hear you though.
I've been down bad a little bit.
So wait. So
I don't think she can hear
you was trying to get? Oh no.
I can still hear you.
Oh,
off the
okay.
headphones.
So you were trying to give a directive?
I'ma always be me. So you know how it was. You know what I'm saying? When we worked together and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you were you, and then
I'ma be me.
And they were them.
How's that now?
Hey yo. You
and
can't hear us?
then
So like one thing I'm not ever gonna settle for is disrespect. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
and then
So
And res-
motherfucker hit me with the, oh you nigger. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like,
That's crazy. Just, I don't even like hearing you say
oh
that
you
shit.
dirty nigga, you fat bitch. Like it was all of that.
Oh, it just went away.
Oh.
Everything just went away. Oh, she walked
Everything
through it.
just went up.
That mic's not even on, Monty. You got to turn that mic on. There we go.
There we go.
Now
there we
it's
go.
on.
There we go. So you don't get that positive reinforcement and that positive accolades. So you say shit for shock value. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to just
Right.
dig at me. And you know what? I respect that.
Why?
At the end of the day,
What do you respect about that?
your mom was a cum bucket.
Oh shit!
You are literally the result of. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And I feel like, yo, program kids do program kids shit.
Fair enough.
And if your
But
mom
so-
didn't,
so he deserves a
So I
pass?
feel like you pass trauma on to your kids if you don't address your shit. And at the end of the day, like, I had a lot of, like, while I was away, y'all, I had a lot of, like, awakening type shit.
A lot of introspective
A
moments.
lot of introspective
Revelations.
moments,
Sound like you had a lot of
revelations and like, rekindled relationships with motherfuckers I never thought I would. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny how sometimes crazy
Mom and
shit
pops, you know what I'm
allows
saying?
for that to
Like-
happen, though. You
that
know
was
what I'm saying?
important though.
important.
Well,
for
they
my
say
own growth.
change happens when you're uncomfortable.
Word.
Well, that
And
is-
my
that
big thing was like,
uncomfortability
I'm not
is
bringing
progress.
shit
Right.
from my childhood into my 30s.
Right, right.
I'm 26 right now, but I'm 27 in a few months. Like, I'm not bringing my shit intentionally into my
breaking
future.
the chain.
You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking that shit because I'm never gonna inflict my trauma on my children.
Mm.
And I feel like as a woman, it's very important that you are, you know what I'm saying, aware of your own shit.
Let me ask y'all: do you think true growth and like enlightenment can happen without some sense of trauma or just some?
I don't think it needs to be trauma, but like I just said, I think there needs to be some sort of push, an uncomfortable moment, or maybe a trauma, or somebody gets in your head, you know what I mean, says something that resonates with you. There has to be something that makes you
That
want
catapults
to make
you
that.
into the change.
Yeah, a first mover, a cause. For,
But
you know what I
at
mean?
the end of the
Like,
day, you don't think someone can just naturally obtain that without
I think
that
so,
happening?
but that
You'd
again
have to
takes
seek it.
emotional intelligence.
You'd have to seek it because here's my point. How it's like the snake eating its tail. How can I teach myself something that I don't know?
By just
You would have to teach
by
me.
just seeking the knowledge, though. Because so, for instance,
But how are you aware that there?
But even though you're seeking knowledge from somewhere else. You're getting it elsewhere.
well, most certainly,
So
that's,
you can't manifest it.
unless you
know what
do
I mean?
the actual research yourself and,
Right.
and you're. Unless you're actually in the fucking laboratory or whatever the case may be.
Well, that's what
yourself.
I'm saying. You learned that's what I mean when I say like
That's how-
something has to change or has to cause
But
it.
what I'm saying though is that overall, to seek the knowledge, now that I think about it, I don't think something necessarily needs to happen in order for you to want to just seek that. Because, for instance,
Agreed.
I just went back in, and this isn't related on an emotional level, right? But I just went back
Growth
in.
and seeking knowledge are two different things too.
But they can also relate.
They can.
It's like a
but-
Venn diagram. They're
Because I
different,
can
but they
seek
have a middle
knowledge.
part together.
I can seek knowledge to grow.
I think knowledge and wisdom is a Venn diagram.
Word.
Yeah, but so I'll give you an
The I in
example.
between would be the understanding.
You
Knowledge
said a
is
statement
learning.
to me.
Wisdom is executing what you learn.
You said a statement to me that
Wisdom
sparked
is the application of knowledge.
Yeah,
correct.
That's what I'm saying.
But so you said a statement to me a long time ago, right? A long time ago, back during 9/11, right? When there's
Long time ago.
there's a few of us that were all like gung ho, like go and bomb those motherfuckers, right? And you were just like, well, what'd they ever do to me?
Right.
And I was just like, well, they bombed our fucking buildings, bro. They killed mad Americans. But you're like, okay, but what does that have to do with me? And at first I took it offensively. I was like,
Right.
aren't you American, bro? And you're like, that's not even what I'm saying. You're like, what did they do to me? And that really, so that was no trauma. There was a seed. There
It's
was
very much the American experience. Though.
but that from there, it started.
And you got that from him.
Right. So again, I'm not saying that there isn't something that spawns it, right? Whether it's something you hear, something you read.
But what I'm saying is
something
you
someone
get it from
says.
elsewhere is what I'm
But
saying.
what I'm saying though is that it doesn't need to necessarily be dramatic.
No, but you get it from another place is what I'm saying.
Because I could also grow just from observing a situation that you're in and hearing about it. That can help me decipher how I should make moves if I'm ever presented in a similar situation.
That's
Didn't
true.
happen to me. You know what I'm
learn
saying?
from others' mistakes.
Yeah, I think.
But the mistake happened, though.
But isn't science learning in itself? You learn through mistakes until you get the one
I
scenario
think
that's
science
you get it right.
in
You
and
fuck
of
up, so you
itself
get it
is a
right.
fallacy. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
Science in of itself is a fallacy.
Explain.
You have to prove that this thought is valid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
But
now
it
I'll
starts
challenge
off as a
that.
thought.
I think everything is science in reality. The only difference is you have hypotheses and theories, but it's the only one thing I'll agree with you is established science, right? No matter what it's
Science
covering.
and psychology go hand in hand.
The established is always established until something else comes along that
Right.
To
dethrones
disprove it, yeah.
Right. But if you think about it, everything is science, though, right? Everything's a theory at the end of the day. It's as
Everything.
much as someone has proved up until that
So a
point.
theory can be disproven, correct?
Most anything.
A theory,
yeah.
a fact is a fact until it's proven to be otherwise.
Exactly.
Which makes it.
So that
true.
makes it not a fact.
What I was gonna say is
Nothing's a fact.
But it is until it's proven otherwise. Up until that point, it is a fact.
I mean, the most established theory will become fact until proven otherwise.
So I don't personally think, and I'm going to use this as an example, but let me just expand a little bit. Like, I don't think you need to go through anything to have expanded consciousness or
Fact.
to find purpose or to whatever it is that's going to drive you to the next stage of your development for you to be a more supreme being, so to speak. I don't think that it needs a seed, so to speak. like you could take Superman, right, and it could have went into two paths, and I'm sure there's probably comic
There's
books
a
out
movie
there. Well, hold on,
where he went the other way.
Let me finish.
Well, so you don't even know where the fuck he's going with it. He could have said where he was gay.
Take
No, I'm saying like,
Well,
he
there's a
went the evil
movie.
way.
Yeah,
There's a
but
movie.
There's an animated cartoon.
But I'm gonna use I'm
It's
gonna
Russian.
use it
Oh, I
as
didn't know
simple
that.
as this. As far as his planet being under attack, or they had to get off the planet. I can't remember the details, but the point is they put him in a ship and they flew his ass out of here. And I'm not sure if the flight
The plane
plan
was
happened-
blowing up.
I don't know if the flight
That
plan
happened to
was
Enoch.
to Earth, but I don't know if the flight plan was to Earth or just to get out of there and he landed on Earth. I can't remember, but the point is he landed on Earth, but as an infant. So he had no prior knowledge of what had happened, that his parents were killed and all this chaos had went down, and he still became Superman. The flip side is, what if he was a little bit older and he was aware and then said,
That's where that other movie comes into play. Fuck,
I
remember
forgot
the
what
kid?
it's called.
I know what
That's
you're
where
talking
that
about.
Yeah,
Beckham takes
Blind-
But yeah,
place.
but the movie is dope.
I know what
Have you
you're
seen
talking
it?
about, but in that is there was no driving force, and still he found purpose.
So now, but you can also say his parents.
But there's
I was
always
gonna
a
say
driving
that.
force.
But he
I was
was
gonna say that.
infant, and he had no prior knowledge.
But
so
they guided him to the right thing.
no, his
Taught him how to be.
his step-
I'm talking about the
his
story of
step
Superman.
parents. His step-parents.
I'm talking about the
His
story
adopted-
of Superman.
his
though.
adopted
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah,
They didn't guide him to be Superman. They guided him to be
They-
a good
they
guy.
guided him
That's
to
what
be
I'm
a good
talking
person.
about. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
But he could have just stayed on the farm,
Yeah.
right?
Bright side.
Right, or
Yeah,
something like
something
that.
like that.
Or might that might
Brightburn.
actually-
Brightburn.
Is it
Yeah.
Brightburn?
Yeah, Brightburn.
So with that being said, it's like you could be pushed in a direction. There's people. Give you an example. I mean, there's bums on the corner collecting change.
Yeah.
Right? They have all the drive in the world to go do something with themselves, and they're choosing not to. So, and they like
I heard a
I don't
funny
think
joke.
that
I'll say in a minute.
I don't think that like you need. I think it's contingent on the individual that's having the experience,
Yo,
and that's what determines.
Yeah,
So
I
I
watched
was
the
just gonna
Cat
say, you
Williams
just said
interview.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
but-
I watched it.
But you just said the magic
He talks
word,
about all that.
experience.
Right.
So I feel like someone can evolve and grow and so forth without necessarily be put into a situation that had to spark that, right? Drama, traumatic experience, so forth. But I think in experience will always still give someone a little bit more of insight on that
Upper
particular
hand.
thing.
Maybe, but it doesn't. It doesn't validate the capacity.
That's true too, though.
You
Because
get what
your
I'm saying?
experience is your experience.
Yeah, like we could go through the same exact thing, and
What
it
up,
can
Matt?
push me to do whatever it is I'm doing,
Right.
push you to do, but we might excel differently.
Right.
Or there might be a point where I'm like cool with what I'm doing in my life. We grew up similar, so we grow up similar, but I'm cool with the outcome of the steps that I've taken to get to where I've gotten, and this is good for me. Where for somebody else, it's like, yeah, we went through the same thing, but I'm not good with this.
Right.
And I'm going to keep moving. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's just literally just based on the person that's having the experience and how they're experiencing it.
But the experience still happens.
But not for everyone.
No,
I don't
but
think everyone
experience
doesn't
is
need
still
it.
subjective,
Everyone
too.
doesn't. Everyone doesn't need an experience
Agreed.
to excel. Or
Only
to,
thing I will say though is if we're talking about
But you need
something,
motivation. And
If
the
I'm-
motivation
if
can
we're
come
both
from
talking-
anywhere.
there's people out there that are just winning, and they don't, it's just normal.
Yeah,
to them.
But
no,
if we're-
they knew
if-
what losers look like.
if we're talking about a
That's
subject
hilarious.
though, that is
She's
funny.
right.
If we're talking about a subject though that I actually have experience in that and you don't, I'm not saying I would dismiss your thought or opinion on it, but I'm going to speak from a completely different standpoint
Facts.
of being at one that has experienced it. So like for instance, we can talk about motherhood.
Or Freemasonry.
I've seen motherhood. I've experienced it through my eyes, but I didn't push the baby out. Therefore, I can never relate to a woman that has actually given birth.
You don't have to relate, but just watching someone you love
Or not
give
relate,
birth
but
to
speak on
something
it.
that
That's
that
empathy,
you're a
not
part
relation,
of the.
though.
But I'm saying that both of you are having that experience, just experiencing it differently, and it could still have the same trajectory. You got me?
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
could
yeah.
take slaves as an example. They're on the plantation. Why the fuck were they slaves for so fucking long? Clearly, the experience did nothing.
It was mental manipulation.
What I'm telling you is that's a mass amount of people that did nothing about
So
it.
you get a whole bunch of people that's like, oh,
So
if
you're
I was a
saying
slave,
slavery
I
was a
would
choice?
never.
I'm saying you could take another
But that's not the
individual.
reality.
Of course, if
It
you,
was.
slavery was a choice, not the slave trade wasn't a choice. Slavery to remain a slave is a choice. Period.
So
I can't be a slave.
I am not. I'm not talking shit in any way, shape, or form. But are you saying that you would be the one that would have left? You and I'm not saying there's a right or wrong answer here. I'm just asking. I'm picking your brain. Are you saying that if you were a slave back then, instead of being a slave, you would have left and risked your life and rather died than be a slave?
You got to.
That's what I was gonna say. I.
Well, okay. What other options did you really have?
So there's a few.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Or submission.
Or not.
Right, there's death. I get it. I'm not arguing nothing.
No,
I'm just asking.
You tactically get with like minds without
Underground Railroad.
No, that's not like-minded to me.
That's not.
That's still running.
Well, how else do you get out?
Because if you get caught, you're still a slave.
Right.
So we can't do nothing about it.
But how do you get out without running?
By combining with those that think like you without promoting their
But there is one thing that you're not thinking of, though, I will say. I'm not saying that that's not a positive. No, I'm not disagreeing with the fact that y'all could have banded together and overthrown or whatever. Only thing is, though, is that there was one reason why it was easy for those that have fear and stay subjective. It's because they didn't possess the tools and so forth. Now, I'm not saying they still couldn't win.
What do you mean the tools?
But if all you were taught was fear,
dogs,
literacy,
fucking being put in collars that fucking like, you move your head wrong, you stab yourself.
Fear is a strong thing.
Fear is it.
No.
Bro,
So
again, I'm not saying that you guys couldn't still overcome. Don't get me wrong. But when you see these things, you feel like you don't have the power, and therefore it's a lot harder for them. Because I would hate to think that none of them ever were strong enough to think that, we can do this. But they've tried. And they got mowed down because motherfuckers had guns and dogs and all types of other shit.
And that'll do a motherfucking number on your
But that means there wasn't enough unity in that situation.
Yeah, the strategy, whatever.
Strategy and unity.
So there's
strategy comes from unity.
That's why I say I know it's possible.
One singular person didn't think of one way to get out.
Yeah, but also, how do you organize that?
Let me get it out.
Right.
Go ahead. For start, and mind you, I wasn't there. I can only go by what was conveyed to me.
We're all living that.
Right. So from what I understand, before they even got to this side of things, niggas was jumping off the boat. They were all set.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They were all set. That's already telling you that that's a level of courage that everyone on the boat that's left does not have.
Right, because they stay.
So hold on. So now you have a bunch of weak motherfuckers giving birth to weak motherfuckers.
So you would have jumped off the boat?
I'm just asking. I'm explaining why Frank is saying fear works.
Okay.
It's because the people that are fucking pussy are left.
Okay. All right.
Right?
That's exactly what you do with dog breeds, too.
So now you got pussies having pussies with pussies.
Okay.
And that's how it works.
So I'm just asking again. You
and I bet you they even killed off the strong-minded ones.
They did.
No. What they did was they broke them down in front of.
Yeah.
In Jamaica.
Sexually and shit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
All over.
You can emasculate a man very quickly.
Right. But why did that happen? Because that individual showed his strength. And Sun Tzu taught us when you're strong, pretend to be weak.
Right.
When you're weak, pretend to be strong. So it was people who were more physically strong versus mentally strong. Because if they were using their mind, they could have just observed the whole fucking shit and overthrew that shit like this.
Yeah,
everyone was acting off of emotion. No one was really sitting back like.
So you know what's funny, right? When I think about that type of shit, I'm like, all right, the people who were really strong-minded, I feel like not that they came from different tribes, but they were the leaders of certain tribes. You know what I'm saying? So the mixing and intermingling motherfuckers that never actually intermingled, besides trade, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was already division.
What movie is it that's more recent with the queen of something?
I don't know.
It was a great movie. It's on Netflix. This chick was in it, older chick that plays the director in the Batman, like the Suicide Squad. That chick.
You talking about Queen itself, like the show?
No. It was a TV show, or it was a movie on Netflix, and it was about. She was like she wasn't a queen of an African tribe, but she was like next to the king, pretty much. And they had to fight
about
other
the female tribe. It was about the all-female African tribe.
The females were the warriors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm?
Yeah.
That was actually a really dope movie because that gave more like a little bit more insight to shit too.
It's about the one all-female African female.
The king. There was still a king. It was just like his special forces were female. Yeah. But that movie was dope as shit.
But you know what's funny?
Tribe force,
if you look at just animals, they literally say the lioness is stronger than the lion.
They do the hunting. The lioness does the hunting.
Hold on a second.
You know
though.
And she's the most godly.
But stop. You can't say more powerful though, right? And I'll tell you why.
Did I say more powerful?
No. Well, stronger.
She said more deadly.
All right, so I'll say more. I'll say stronger. Whatever you said first.
I'll go with powerful, but go ahead.
All right, so
I would go with powerful.
The reason why I said so,
she
I
called
was
the shot. She handled her shit.
I was under the same impression.
That's a different
and
kind
that's
of power.
what it is.
I was under that same
her
impression.
bowing down to the simple fact of, yo, this is a man and I gotta show him. You know what I'm saying? That's literally the basics of our interaction. You know what I'm saying?
Was that what it was called? It says Queen King.
Man to female,
yeah, I think it was.
You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
But so what? The reason why I still say that the lion itself is still more powerful, right? Still stronger. First and foremost, is like double the size. I didn't realize that. I thought
you're talking about physical.
No, I'm not done.
Oh,
that's my first start. So physically, they're like double the size.
Don't take 10 years.
They fight off other males, right? That are also their size.
Okay.
But also, there has been, and there's footage of this, right, where a lioness or 2 or 3 is getting attacked by a whole pack of fucking hyenas, and they're struggling. One male lion has been shown to fight off many. So it's not. She does the real shit. She keeps the fucking pride going, doing the daily hunting and so forth. But but that's the true power where the male doesn't have to do that shit.
So
but yet he's still
the man
expected
is to protect her,
to hold
correct?
down the biggest shit.
Okay.
You
So
know?
I only feel like the male is able to. It's funny that we're having this conversation and how they're like connected, interconnected, right? So I honestly feel like the male lion is only able to do that
because of what the female does.
No, because the hyenas have witnessed what this nigga does. So they're actually fighting with fear, right? Where the lion is, they're not scared. They're
or is
fighting
it natural
fearlessly,
order?
right?
You think their natural order is to be fearful?
I think they
Nah, they're
witnessed the
fighting
lion do
cocky,
crazy
just,
shit,
you know.
and they're like, nah. So when they're like, and I'm telling you, like, it's not that he's not stronger. I'm not saying he's not stronger than hyenas. That's crazy, but I think they're kind of hesitant into fucking him up the way that they would fuck up this female, because they don't really see her in action like that. She's out hunting and doing real shit to me. This nigga's sleeping in the sun, fucking niggas up that come near him.
That's the real
Like,
power, though.
But no, to me, real power is
You don't have to hunt. He gets the hunting done for him.
But you and I both, all of us here, know and understand what goes into hunting these animals. So in the documentary, it looks like they're getting them in seconds.
Oh, no, I know they're not.
Right? So sometimes it's even a week or two of them fucking stalking whatever it is they're stalking. The female, by the way, right? So you have to think about her patience to do this and how she's losing energy every day that goes by to make sure that she can get this animal
And
to
everybody
bring
good.
back, right, to her cubs and the nigga and not eat first. The nigga is not doing that.
So
the male lion
you
will
want to know which
never
one is,
do
though?
no shit like
you
that.
want to know which ones are?
Who?
The ones that aren't running a pride yet.
A male lion will
They're
and bring back.
No. They're completely on their own to survive.
He's saying a female.
They don't have a pack to. They don't have a pride
But
to run with.
regardless,
I'm talking about
they have
spiritual strength.
No. I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying. I'm not arguing with that. I'm just saying in general that if he's not running a pack,
Frankie
he's an
O.
outcast. The
No.
male's got to try and get his own shit. He's got to take over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no, I'm not saying that in comparison to female lions. Don't get me wrong. I'm just adding.
But she'll hunt for weeks, stalk for weeks, get the prey, drag it back to wherever she needs to, drop it, and go rest, and leave that for him and them. That's strength. She's
Exerting all
hungry,
that.
I
she's
don't disagree with
tired,
that.
but
Every
a
day.
male cannot do that. They could barely keep their dick in their pants. You think that
They can't even do that in that community.
and
Well, they're not wearing pants.
but
in
they
that
can't.
community.
They can't do it in no facet of life.
True.
But they can't do it in no facet of life.
Yeah.
The male is always giving in to temptation. Like he doesn't. It's not equipped, unfortunately, to have that level of discipline. And to me, that's real power. Discipline, not
Keep
strength and
discipline.
slamming shit and biting and all that and changing oil. Like, that's not power to me.
The
You know what I
fuck?
mean? No, I'm just because some niggas think that they're really powerful. It's like, nigga, nah. In fact, when you think about it closely, right? 90% of what dudes do it for a woman to some degree. Even if it's not direct, everything they do is for the woman. If you right now
That's
just
not in all
decide,
cases.
Frank,
That's why
right
he
now,
said something. He didn't
check
know.
this out.
Cases.
You'll chuck it up to, well, I'm doing it for my children. But to have those children, you chose her as your partner,
All right.
right? You could have had children with anybody, but you chose who you
That
chose.
decision was back though as well. She chose to have children with
But
me.
it was
That's
still a
not what I'm
decision.
saying. What I'm showing you is that everything you do from this day on and the days that were past was for that woman.
Yeah.
And even now, you maintaining. If you were by yourself and didn't have no children, there's a lot of shit that you would just be cool with. But you know that there's a level of excellence that you have to maintain to make sure that whole shit is good.
Okay, but wouldn't you call that discipline?
No,
No.
that's not discipline.
What would you
that's
call it?
duty.
But
What-
duty,
what-
but to
But to
continue
do
carry
your
out
duty
is
continuously
discipline.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It takes discipline to.
You're doing
Yo, shit
it
just
to-
got loud.
Yeah, it's same. But fuck it, whatever. It'll
What,
make us.
what I'm
not
saying
be
is,
so loud.
what we do is always for them, even when we think we're not. That's the point. It's not about whether it takes discipline to do that. I don't feel like you feel like you're using discipline to
No,
provide.
I feel like I'm just handling business.
So why are we using that as an example?
Because you have to
you're
be
doing a
disciplined
duty.
to handle business.
No, you do not. Niggas is always handling business.
So
then there wouldn't be bums.
No, but take away.
There
but
wouldn't
there's
be
female bums. We're not gonna
Right,
go there.
I'm saying period.
So hold on. So take away the reality that, in a non-disciplined manner, right? Like just not having any responsibilities, so to speak. What would a nigga be doing?
being a
The
bum.
average guy.
But there's still things that I do
He'd be a bum.
that I would do regardless. For instance, do laundry, clean the fucking floors,
Responsibilities.
clean
But
the
that
dishes.
benefits
Those
you.
are duties.
Yeah, but all right.
That's
so
not discipline.
All right, but let me ask you this.
But to
then.
do your duty,
Then
you need discipline.
what's the difference on the female's part then?
What do you mean?
She's
so
disciplined
how does
too.
she possess discipline in this particular
I
scenario?
didn't say she possesses discipline.
so
I'm
then
saying,
who does?
What?
Hold on. No, but that's not. I'm saying that's not the debate.
So
The
even if
debate-
even if one adapts one particular aspect of their life, right, that you would consider would be discipline, they're still committing to responsibility because they committed to whatever that thing is that would even have a disciplinary fucking connotation to
I'm
begin
saying
with.
we're living for the woman. You think you're living for you, but in reality, you're not.
Well, only in this case scenario because it's my
No,
children.
in every man's scenario.
But I'm not.
There's not a nigga on this planet that's not living for a woman.
If I wasn't,
Even the nigga that
if
doesn't
I,
have
if
the
I didn't have children,
responsibilities.
I wouldn't be living for a woman unless I decided I wanted to pursue a woman.
So
But there'd be periods
so
of my
you'd
life when
stop
I'm not.
buying. So you'd stop. So you okay? So let me show you. So you would still probably own your own crib,
Yeah.
but you'd still be entertaining women because you're not gay, right? So now that you're hold on, let me show you this. So now that you're entertaining women to some degree, not making it seem like you're on a pole or something, but
Pause.
But the fact that you're
Yeah, you can't say I know you're not gay and then say
right. So the fact that you would still be entertaining women minus children, minus
Frank the
what occurred,
Chippy.
you'd still have some things.
But not
But
for
to-
them, for himself.
That's not true. And I think but listen, that's not the reality. That's not the reality. So all the sneakers that he's bought in over the years, him being by himself, not entertaining, he have bought over the years, he would not have as many.
I would.
I
if it
don't
was
believe
me.
that.
Why? I buy shoes. My wife hates. She didn't give a fuck about shoes.
Legacy, everything you do is for your wife right now.
no, but
Not buying my shoes.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the nigga who doesn't have the woman.
Right.
Is still
And I'm
doing
saying
it
if
for
I
the woman.
didn't- If
So
I
you do it for
didn't,
the
I'm not
woman?
I would still
necessarily
be
doing
buying
it.
my shoes
Sorry,
and
hold on.
shit.
I'm not
Lance?
necessarily buying
Yeah.
shit for the woman.
You do it for the woman?
I think all men do everything for women.
I do agree. As a
Period.
woman.
I think-
So-
if I was single, didn't have kids, didn't have a children's mother, didn't have all this, I would want to look nice. I'd have a nice place. My shit would be set up for a woman to feel comfortable. It would it's all for the
But
woman.
you wouldn't do those things just for yourself?
No.
No,
Why?
Because it's not in your nature.
No.
actually, I agree.
I
That
could just-
doesn't
not
make
in your
sense to
nature.
me.
by myself, I could just if
That
I-
doesn't make sense to me because I
No.
would do it for myself.
Nah, listen.
No, you wouldn't.
Listen.
I have a man cave.
I was disagreeing.
Okay, a man
But now you
cave
understand
I'm gonna
the-
versus
switch
running
to
an
agree.
entire household.
And I'm gonna
If
tell
I had a household, I would.
Nah, like
My whole household
Let's
would be
not
like,
get crazy here.
I'm gonna. So I was
Turning
just.
you down because you're talking.
I was
chatting
disagreeing.
fuckery at my IG.
But now I agree, and this is why I'm going to tell you why, right? So you might clean your house still because you would clean your house, right?
How often are you
But
cleaning your house?
Every
you
day.
can't sit there and
That's
tell
a
me
lie.
when you were
No, it's
single.
not.
listen to him.
When you can't sit there and tell me when you were single, you weren't thinking about, oh shit, let me fix that because this chick comes over.
no, because I was taught if you live as if company is always on the way, you don't have to clean when they are on the way.
I'm going to tell you this: my house smelling. So I got dogs. Unfortunately, the dog smell is always strong, right? So I care about the smell of this house, though, not because of y'all. Because if some extra women, even if they're not
Right.
for me,
Extra.
Right.
if they're just for y'all, and they're still gonna come in my house. I don't want a chick to be like, damn, this dude
is setting the
So
tone.
for me, that's secondary.
But
What's
it's
secondary?
It doesn't matter if it's secondary or not.
Anyone else?
So
I'm making the house smell good because I want it.
But
if a
you
woman
just
comes
proved
over
the
and it
point.
smells nice,
You
great,
just
good
proved
for
the.
her.
But you just proved
But
the
I don't
point.
give a fuck.
It's still there. There's
No,
still
I'm
a woman.
telling-
If
I'm
you're
telling
not
you, I'm
thinking
not-
of a woman at some point about the organization, your
Why?
clothes being dirty or
Right.
whatever, you're fucking kidding yourself.
You could still
bro.
like
What?
clothes.
That doesn't make sense.
But you're probably
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
You're still gonna be like, yeah, bitch, gonna think I'm fly in this.
I don't say that. I say, yeah, I look dope.
You don't say
I
that
don't say
now.
no, I didn't then. I
Then
didn't
you're
say
doing
that.
it for the dudes.
No, I'm doing it for myself because I like the way it looks.
not. No, there's things that we like, but then there's the
Bro.
extra.
Right. It's the thoughts after of doing it also, of while in it, or whatever the case
I'm not
may
saying
be.
that those thoughts don't ever happen. What I'm saying is it's that it doesn't always have to be that way. I'm not gonna change whether I'm
There's
chasing
always-
women or I'm not chasing
I'm not even
women.
talking
I'm
about
still gonna
chasing.
buy the same
I'm
shit.
not even saying
No, no.
chasing.
I'm gonna buy the same
I'm
shit in
talking
the
about
same
living.
amount.
I'm talking about just
Right,
living.
I'm gonna buy the same shoes. I'm gonna buy the
But you
same
didn't-
nice couch.
but you don't
I'm
buy-
gonna clean the house.
But
I'm
when
gonna
you were
still do all
single,
those
but
things.
when you were single, you didn't buy as much as you buy now.
I bought more.
I don't feel like that.
I bought more.
I feel like you have way more now that you're married.
Yo, if you think about it,
That's not a lie. But that's not
So
a
when
lie.
you went out, so
but
you bought
that's
a new
of
outfit.
stability.
So when you
no,
went out to
that's
the club
of
and you bought a
stability.
new outfit, you bought it because you wanted.
I
the
bought a
outfit?
new outfit fucking 3 times a week because I liked
bro,
this shit.
So hold on.
You liked it? You
If
what?
if dudes
Liked it?
if
I liked
dudes
the
didn't
shit, I said.
act on whatever was attractive to them with that in their considerations, right? And we didn't care about what if wearing anything fresh.
I'm
or
not
what-
saying I
bro,
didn't
we
ever
would be in
care.
sweatpants
That's my point.
on a dirty
All
couch
the time.
playing fucking Xbox or PlayStation all day
So I was taught you don't leave your house like that. So I'm at my
by
house.
your mom.
Yeah,
I rest my case.
but I'm not doing it for a woman. That's
you
just
don't
the right way
you
to
don't
be.
even- you don't see it.
No, I understand totally. I just disagree.
I think you understand, but I don't think you're looking at
Yeah.
like.
There's always a female connotation, bro.
Yeah, it's there. It's
that's
always.
different than doing something for a woman. What you just said and what you just said are two different things.
But he
I
was
agree
never
with
saying you only do something for a
No,
woman.
he said basically.
I'm
said
saying
everything
all
we do
men.
is for the
No,
women.
he's saying you can still want to get that
Yeah, you
fly
can still
outfit
want
because
it.
you want it,
But you might wait this week.
nah.
but there's still something in the back of your head that's like a female going to think I look good in this, or
Why? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't give a
So
fuck.
you've always bought candles.
I don't buy
you
candles.
you because you're married.
No, I never bought candles. I don't like candles. It's not my thing. So I don't buy them.
you're not into
should.
aromatherapy.
I'd rather, no,
Nigga,
I'd
if
rather
you-
plug some shit into the wall.
For who?
For me,
What up,
so my
Slick
shit
Nick?
don't smell like old tobacco smoke or
Why
weed
would it-
smoke
why
or
would it
whatever.
smell like that? 'Cause
Because I
you're-
smoke in my house.
But you clean.
Bro, back in the
it's
day,
still gonna smell like
back
some
in
shit,
the
so
day,
I put
bro.
something in
So
there.
you're gonna leave dishes in your sink
Yo,
until I wake up the next day and do them. Yeah,
let's be real. When
with
we
a
was,
woman coming over.
yeah.
bro, when we
This
was
nigga saying anything.
I don't give
See,
a fuck.
that's crazy.
Listen.
No, because listen, I'm not gonna
tell
fake
you.
the funk now, so I can change later. And you can be like, oh, but he doesn't do the dishes every night.
What do you mean?
Bro.
Meaning, I'm not gonna do the dishes for her to come over, so she now thinks every night this dude
No,
never has dishes.
I
in the sink.
do the dishes.
So
and
I'm
do
gonna
stuff
leave 'em in the
because
sink.
I'm in the habit of what my mother taught me.
I'm not
Right.
disagreeing
Which-
with that at
so
all.
I-
I was
it
always
go-
taught your bathroom and your kitchen remains clean at all times.
I agree. I'm not arguing that fact
So
at
yo,
all.
to the point where like I'm gonna get woken up on my sleep if that's just not right.
What I'm trying to say, I'm only saying that
Making the
because he
bed.
said, "Are you leaving the dishes
you make
in
your
the
bed
sink?"
every morning.
If they're there and I don't feel like doing them, I don't give a fuck if she's coming over
That's
or
different.
not.
So I think
I'm
that's
gonna
dope.
leave them there if I don't feel like doing. them.
bro, listen.
That's what I'm saying.
We've chilled
As a man,
when you live off the corner of Worthington.
shit.
All right.
We were on drugs then, so that's a little different.
No
drugs is
fucks were
crazy.
given.
we were on
On drugs
drugs
is
though.
crazy.
No fucks were given. But if we knew chicks were coming over.
I lived with my woman then.
No, all right. So take yourself out of that. Put yourself in one of our houses, right? Before when you didn't have a chick, we didn't give a fuck if there was no females coming over.
I'll just say my.
But
ex,
as soon as females were coming over, we straightened up,
That's nigga shit.
bro. There was bottles all over the place, blunt wraps, all type. As soon as some chicks was coming over,
You think niggas in high school that got cars
When I was
getting it for
younger,
their
sure.
boys?
When I was younger, sure.
They
rolled
couldn't
around
wait
like-
to spin back and pick the shorty up.
Oh, of course. When I was younger, yeah. Like
So-
what you're saying is not true. But as I got older, I lost that.
Niggas skipped in the hallways, not because they wanted to be with their boys.
Because I know, because I wanted to see bitches.
Skipping.
So what are y'all talking? I'm just saying, like, no matter at any level of male, it's for the female.
All I'm
And
saying
if dudes
is
start
women never
recognizing
motivated
that,
my
they'd have
actions.
more respect for him. That's that in a nutshell.
Fuck bitches.
That's
Yeah, money.
hilarious.
He turned and smiled.
Right.
Hennessy is crazy.
Let me stop. I don't want Armani to see this.
Shit.
That was perfect.
That's cool. Wow.
That was good. That was good. We had some good shit so far.
Yeah, that was fun.
Hi, I'm here.
And I'm Smith.
So let me ask you this. Really thinking about your life. Do you think you as an individual...
Not my life.
My crack.
Wait.
Oh, she wasn't.
My crack.
Do you really think you as an individual adds to society, or you're just another body?
I absolutely add.
I don't know if I'd say like, because I think of like the famous people or
You
the smart
definitely-
people
you
or
add,
anything
like,
like that.
nah, you add.
But there's a lot of people that do the same shit that I do.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but
there's
you
a lot of
add.
people
I
that-
literally
okay.
just brought up to
Everybody
my boy
in
today. I'm
here-
like,
I don't think I'd take away. I don't know if I add.
Everybody
really
in
to make
here
a
Just
difference.
add to
adds.
my life. How about that?
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Ditto.
So hold on. Everybody literally in here adds to society.
I appreciate you.
I would hope so.
No, I would never align myself with nobody who doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So I know shit is right.
That's a good way to live.
You know, one of the things that makes
I'm
me
here.
know I add, though, is because I'm unique. There's no one like me.
Okay, so every
Nah, hell nah.
Leg got his own personality.
People
you know what I'm
that-
saying? Six got his own shit.
Yeah, people that don't
We're
add,
different, and that's why we're able to do this shit. Period.
you can characterize
We add in a
others.
different way.
What's up, Amy?
I feel like they're like, you know how they're cats and dogs. I feel like there's cat and dog people without being cat and dog people.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, of course.
Like no, like,
There.
without it being
They're
like,
different
oh,
type
I
of
like,
people.
yeah, like that. Not versus not like, oh, I like cats and they like
I feel
dogs.
like our
I'm saying
whole
you're
set
either-
of our whole circle is cat and dog mixture.
Yeah, and I think
It
you
is.
need that.
But like a cat personality is someone that like is on their time.
Yeah, they do shit whenever the fuck they
Right,
want.
where a
when
dog
they want
is
to do
like
it.
boom. Like
I wonder which personality you would be.
I know, right?
That's crazy because you got
I
both
know.
I got
qualities.
both, yeah.
Dog.
You be like a cat dog.
I'm good.
Cat
Yeah, he be
dog.
cat.
A dat?
Cat dog.
about to say, I definitely have a cat personality.
Yeah, your cat.
I'm cat all day. I will knock the cup off
Pussy.
the counter
What you say?
just for the fuck of it.
Pussy, all you say.
Pussy. What you say, my G? Hear the pun.
No, you can't.
You never
You
want to
can't
call yourself
insult
a
me.
pussy. What you talk about, my G?
Nah, but like like all three of you have been there in moments. Like to y'all probably don't feel like it was a big deal, but to me, like when I needed y'all were there.
That's what's supposed to be.
Yeah, but they were probably little ass moments to
Doesn't
y'all.
matter.
What
it
times?
doesn't matter.
So
What times?
This guy wants.
There's a thousand-
He's like, I want my flowers.
No, I don't know.
You're gonna
There's
stroke
a-
this
I have
ego.
quite a few with leg, but the most recent one was I called him randomly for a bunch. Mind you, it was his chill day. He had his game set up. This nigga was not thinking about.
Oh, you talking about Saturday?
Yeah, and this nigga stopped everything he was doing.
Wasn't doing nothing.
Told me to pick him up, and he obliged everything. Stayed in the cold, no jacket, watching me just struggle.
Nah, I was helping. But we wasn't
Nah,
both
he
gonna
was
stand on a ladder
Right.
together.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
we
like
could.
two dudes on a scooter.
But he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. He could have been in the house, like you know what I mean. He could have stayed home, played his game, chose a different day.
Nah, no man left behind.
That's, yeah, there's a few people that I'm the same way with. There's
And
a
then-
lot of people I'm
and
not.
then
but-
Frank, knowing his personality, again, he's helped me 1,000 times too. You know what I mean? But the most recent one that I remember where I was like, I really needed his help was I needed some shit mixed and some cuts put in, and he stopped everything to do it. And you know this dude.
He
don't
will if
stop
he can help
nothing.
you. He'll help you.
Hell no. This
Nah, I
nigga will.
disagree.
Well, but majority of time, this nigga he'll give you the time.
I think it's because he's busy. Well, I think he says no because he's busy, because he has to, not because he wants to.
Nah,
He didn't give me none of that. That's the point.
I'm gonna-
He said, send it over. I got you. Then he
What's up?
sent it back a couple times, like, is this good enough? Even told me, like, I don't like this. I'm going to do it over. Then I came over. He gave me the fine. Like, and he did it in a timely fashion. And again, I look at, like, I hate when people, like, disturb your universe. Like, so I be, like, conscious of that. Like, I'm not really trying to throw a monkey wrench in anybody's program, but sometimes I need some shit, like, clutch.
Sometimes
You know what I
you got
mean?
to.
And y'all came through. She, again, thousands of times, but the most recent one was I needed her to bring my ass to Walmart in the middle of oh, actually, there's two. That's recent. She came and got me in the middle of the night because I was stranded over here somewhere. Just not even a thought. Where you at, Bob? Came. Boom. You know what I
I
mean?
got no questions. We move.
And then the Walmart when I got my little spot. I was like, I forgot why I couldn't drive.
It didn't matter. I
still
still
can't
don't. I
drive.
still don't know why.
But she came immediately and just handled it. It was
Gotcha.
mind you, she told me she was around the corner and she wasn't. She was right at home in another city.
On my couch.
Nah, legs got me a couple of times, bro.
I look at it like
he's helped out big time.
I know if you're asking me because you have to, not because you want to.
Yeah,
So,
I don't like asking nobody
I
for
don't
nothing.
even. So I don't. That's why I won't question. It's like, yo, I got you. Because I know
Seriously.
that there's a reason you're asking me for whatever
You know
it
what
is
I'm
that you're
saying?
asking
That's
me
my
for.
thought
You know what I
process,
mean?
too.
Like, I got you. 'Cause
Otherwise,
I know you got me when I need it.
Otherwise, how many
You know what
times
I
have
mean?
I ever called y'all and asked for something?
So you know what's funny?
You know what I mean? But
Well,
I know.
But I don't even do
But I-
my shit thinking like I'm gonna need it one day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well,
But
it's
what
not
I
only
do,
that.
no, like
That's what I'm saying. If I feel he
fuck
got
with
me,
you like that,
yeah.
If I look at you as somebody, you know what I'm saying, of stature, like, you know what I'm saying, the right type of person in my life, I got you regardless. It's not no question. As I'm telling you, I still don't know.
How about
you know what I'm saying? Like,
how about I give you my palm sander, man? I'll show you how to use it.
and that's it.
And you can, you know what I mean? You can do it on your own.
And that's it. You know what I'm
This
saying?
nigga even drove me.
Nah, you
Saturday,
just do
Nah,
it.
your mom just asked.
Wasn't
your
that the
mom-
same?
Nah,
wasn't
bro.
that the
She
same?
got it.
Listen,
I already
listen.
peeped
She
it.
asking you to do it. She's not asking to be
She's
taught.
not
I
asking.
know.
She said what she said.
She asking you to do that shit for her, bro.
I got you.
It's not even no question. It's gonna happen.
Damn,
and
Amy
that's
showed
it.
up. I text Amy and asked her.
What's
when
up,
she
Amy?
got there.
Everybody showed up.
I don't know who
What's up,
Amy
girl?
is, but hi.
Amy's the shit.
She
That's
grew up
her
with her.
sister.
She's one of the girls of the guys.
Yeah, she's been around
She
forever.
really is, though.
I knew Amy before I knew him, but like Amy lived below him. It was crazy how everyone was connected and we didn't all know each other.
That's lit. I like those type of connections.
Yeah,
That's
it
some
was-
of the
it was
funnest times ever.
Yo,
bro,
so
bro.
let me tell you about. You told them what
Well,
happened Saturday.
I started to tell him, but she
Oh,
doesn't know.
oh,
Go
fuck.
ahead. Go ahead.
No,
It's a
there's-
break?
Yeah, it's like right
All
at
right,
break
all
time.
right,
all right, we'll
why,
wait then.
Why don't we take an early break
Yeah,
time?
we'll
We'll go
take
to
early
break
break
now,
now.
and then when we come back, I gotta hear all about this. All right.
For the me.
Make sure y'all don't go nowhere because
Don't touch that
it's gonna
dime.
get good. All right.
Just be
Yeah. Okay. Alone in the Stoner shit. Okay. More than the double cup. Start front. They can tell me in the game, guy. You gonna love this one. But all your life you played the Doja, so please do not make me. Hey. Dutch crack got the weed in the grinder. When I light it, you can smell it from a mile away. Buzz sticky, see the crystals through the bag. Break the seal, hit your nose like a brookie, yeah. I grab the Digistar, weighing up the Grizzlies. You can tell me in the game, got history. But all your life you played the Doja, so please do not make me expose you. Waking up, stank breath, hangover, feeling like I took a right hook from Tyson. I am Mike. You see, I went to jail back in 09, and my nigga, I still have no license. That's some bullshit. You see, I get high 24/7, cause believe me, nigga, I have no patience. Roll it up. And they better thank God for this plant, see, or else they be ICU patients. Yeah. You see, it ain't no motherfucking secret. I'm addicted to the Jordans and the sour. Ain't no motherfucking secret. I used to walk home from Rebecca, razor blade up in my Eddie Bauer. Ain't no motherfucking secret. My mother told me if you pull it, better shoot it. Motherfuckers better show me where you aim at. That's real shit. I think I was like 5 or 6 years old when I see my first junkies on the train tracks. Damn. Dutch crack got the weed in the grinder. When I light it, you can smell it from a mile away. Buzz sticky, see the crystals through the bag. Break the seal, hit your nose like a brookie, yeah. I grab the Digistar, weighing up the Grizzlies. You can tell me in the game, got history. But But all your life you played the Doja, so please do not make me expose you. Damn, you pussy niggas keep on telling on the plus, so how the fuck am I supposed to get my hustle on? I kick the door and duct tape your whole fam. Niggas really gon' make me get my muscle on. Like Debo. A fifth of Henny and a 50 box of Dutchess got me feeling like Hammer can't touch this. You better choose your words wise around me because nigga, these young boys they bust quick. Now please do not get it confused because I am no internet gangster. Nah. We used to walk up in the party smacking niggas back in 03 when 50 made Wankster. Remember that? I know a few niggas like the Colonel all day, they flipping chicken and biscuits. Yeah. And all my niggas do is push weight and motherfucker, I am not talking fitness. Dutch crack got the weed in the grinder. When I light it, you can smell it from a mile away. Buzz sticky, see the crystals through the bag. Break the seal, hit your nose like a brookie. I grab the Digistar, weighing up the Grizzlies. You can tell me in the game, got history. But all your life you played the Doja, so please do not make me expose you.
Hello.
This is the guest in 116.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Carl down at the front desk. We got a call and a complaint that you were taking all the ice out of the machine and throwing it at people that were walking by.
No, that's wrong. That is wrong.
Because a couple of people said they seen you specifically walk into your room, sir.
No. I ain't been doing that.
You did not grab any ice at any point.
No, I ain't been here all day.
You didn't try and put it down any girl's shirt, anything like that?
Lord, no.
Well, why is there a trail
been
of
here all day.
There's been a trail of ice cubes leading to your door, my sir.
I haven't done it. I ain't been here all day, man.
Would you be willing to take a lie detector test if necessary?
Yeah, I haven't been here all day. I've been out at Troy out there on 29 out there at my buddy's pond fishing. I left there and went to my brother's house.
What'd you catch?
I ain't catching nothing. I caught one on a little bluegill and threw it back.
I'm about to say you weren't using the ice to pack anything you caught?
No.
Okay.
I bought a bag of ice. I bought a bag of ice this morning up there at the pit stop.
Okay, not here at our facility?
Huh?
Not here at our facility?
No, I ain't even been to the ice machine here.
Just so I can clear this up, sir, would you be willing to take a breathalyzer test to the phone?
A what now?
Breathalyzer test. We can do it right here on the phone. That way I can clear this up and let you get back to resting.
How do you mean you do it on the phone?
Easily. What you're going to have to do is just blow into the phone and you want to hit *67.
Really?
Correct. All you have to do is blow for 15 seconds. And then I can clear this up and let you get back to rest, sir.
*67.
Correct. You must blow first.
Is this some kind of joke or something?
No, sir. I'm trying to get on with my night. I have to clean up my whole station down here and make sure everything's prepped up for the next shift.
Where are you at, in Troy?
I'm right down at the front desk, sir.
You're down at the front desk?
Correct. Yeah, he's giving me trouble. I just want to get on with the call.
This guy is?
Yeah. Sir, can we just wrap this up, please?
Yeah.
Breathalyzer test?
All right, so you ready? Just 10 seconds, press *67, excuse me, and then we can wrap this up and I can stop harassing you.
So dial *67 first? Okay, I'm trying to find out how to do this.
Yep, go ahead. Yep, *67 first, then blow.
Okay.
Can't believe you just did that, sir.
All right, for doing that, sir, and for being a nice guest and playing along, we're going to go ahead and comp your night for the next 2 nights. How's that sound, sir?
Hell, okay.
Yep, just kidding. Not really.
Yeah,
You're getting kicked out.
We do a...
just kept going. We back up in this bitch. Before we left off, though, we were about to get into a juicy conversation.
This night was, and it turned into days of just.
Oh yeah, because I haven't heard the updated version yet, so I only remember from the.
So Jito
start from the beginning.
Well, Jito had a birthday celebration.
Yeah.
For those that don't know Jito, that's one of our brothers.
Happy birthday, bro.
And there's a few people that we haven't seen in a long time there or whatever. So we did round 1 bowling, and we stayed there till it closed. Right. Me and Leg.
No one in the whole place except us.
This is the blizzard day.
It was dope. It was Saturday night.
Yeah.
Right, this shit started snowing because when we left, it was like 3 inches of snow.
Yeah, I was here with my kids.
It was nasty. Yeah.
Justin was there. He was blowing donuts in a minivan.
So
at the parking lot.
We had the Volkswagen.
I thought he had the minivan. He had the Volkswagen. Either way, whatever he was in that night, he was spinning it around. Whatever it was.
So
spinning.
My key, you know how Honda key or just keys that have alarms on them connected to the actual key.
Connected to the fob with the buttons and shit on it.
We're walking to the car, and right when I get to the car to unlock my car, I realize there's no inside to that.
It's just the
It's
shell.
just the
It's
shell
the metal
and the
part
key.
of the key, the plastic outside, and nothing inside. No buttons.
Mind you, it's a blizzard, so
3 inches of snow outside. It's
so all this is
currently
happening.
snowing.
It's 2 a.m.
Yep.
We've been drinking all night,
Yep.
having a great time.
We did. It was fun.
And
you didn't just trace your steps back?
We did multiple
it's
times. But
covered.
mind you, as we're
It's
doing that,
literally-
it's currently snowing.
And
so
this
by the time
is-
we come back, our footsteps are already coming.
And you have to understand something. This is the middle of the shit. So this is just the buttons and the chip.
Yeah, it's just a
So I get in the car
That's it.
because in my mind I'm like, well, I still got my key. Unlock the shit, try to start the car. The shit starts and then cuts off, and then the key thing flashes. I'm like, what kind of fucking shit is this? So now me and So now me and Leg get out and try to retrace the steps.
I walk all up.
Everyone's
all the way
coming
to
out.
Bowling alley.
They're like, yo, what's going on? Everyone's like all parked up. Like we're about to do like what's that shit called? Tailgating and all that. Everyone's like chilling. I'm tight as hell. So and then Tiana's like,
Yo, I
well,
actually
let's
have
go
a
back
video before we
into
realized he lost his key. I can show you. What
yeah.
it looked
She's like, let's go back inside and see if they found it. So we're walking. Mind you, she knew that we were looking for the key when we went in. But she was so drunk that once we touched the warm air, she started talking wild about other stuff. She's like, so we can't find the key.
That's what it looked like outside.
What's it look like? And you're driving what? I'm like, no, I can't drive the key.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, and my keys in the
in that
whatever.
craziness.
So, you remember Tiana, right? That's Wayne and Leonard's little
Yeah.
sister. So yeah, so she's trying to help me, but now at the alcohol setting into her, and she don't know. So now I don't really have help. I come out thinking they're looking for the key. They're not even looking. They're like smoking weed and doing all types of shit, being niggas. And then, yeah, so I'm like, yo, I can't get out of here. I can't leave. So Leonard ends up dropping me and Leg off to his house, and then Leg brings me there. But I don't have my key. He's like, yo, let's go to your mom's and get the spare. But this is like 2:30 in the morning now. I'm like, nah, it's too late. This is extra. I'll handle this tomorrow. Tomorrow comes. I call my mom. My mom's like, huh? I'm like, the spare, Mom. She's like, I threw the box away. I'm like, you threw what away? She's like, the box. I didn't think the spare was in there. I thought you took it. I'm like, no, the whole point of me having a spare is to have it spared away.
Right.
I see how you did. I see what
You know what I
did
mean?
there. Bars.
She's like, no.
He used that day, and now he's adapted that.
So now the box is gone. So I'm like, now keep in mind, I got dropped off at my children's mother's house, right? This is the storm. So I have no car.
Yeah.
Right? The key, now that I thought I had a spare, nope. She told me the day before, this is some of the back stuff. She's like, I think you should go shopping for us before the storm.
I remember this conversation. I remember this.
I'm like, nah, we're good. We get money tomorrow. We'll just use that. She's like, I don't know. I think we need stuff. I'm like, nah. So now I wake up.
Living for a woman again.
I look in the refrigerator and everything. I'm like, this is not gonna work. But now it looks like fucking North Pole outside, and it's still coming down. So I have my son go out there. Mind you, there's no key. So I have to think about them first.
Right.
But
Gotta
your
get this
car's
food.
not even there yet. Is your car towed back yet?
No, that's another thing.
Oh, yeah.
This is Saturday. This is
Yeah, you had to
Sunday.
leave it at the mall.
But this is Sunday now.
Yeah, right.
So Sundays,
I'm
nothing's
tracking.
cracking on
Right.
Sunday. And I'm thinking shit's closed, whatever. So now I'm like, yo, I just got to get to the grocery store. I don't care about nothing else. So we just dig our way out just to back out.
Yeah.
And get the fuck up out of there to go shopping, right?
Right, because
So
you got Jen's car.
Right.
Got
So
it.
me and my son do that. Keep in mind, I told her I wanted to take her car before I left. I'm like, yo, let me take your car. She thinks I have some
remember that
some
conversation, too.
alternative idea to do
Yeah.
with the car. I'm like, she's like,
Alternative is crazy.
because she's like, I don't want nobody in my car. I'm like, you think I'm gonna put women in your car?
fuck? Right.
Like, I'm not doing that.
Says
I said it's gonna be my guy.
Right,
She said
he's
who? I
with
said
me,
Legacy
like-
and Tim. And she's like, I'm like, you know what? I'll take my car. No worries. She calls me back. She's like, come take my car. I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I'm already on the road. I'm good. Fast forward, keys lost, blizzard.
Right.
Next day, wake up. Now I'm shoveling this. Boom, go to the grocery
So
store.
it's all her fault.
No, it's
No,
mine.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah. It's mine for just being a dickhead. So, boom, reverse out there, go shopping. So the next day, so that Sunday, I called out ahead of time because I knew Monday I had to do all this stuff with the car.
Right.
Monday comes. I call Honda. I'm like, can you give me a key? And then they're like, yeah.
They got to program it. Done.
You have to, right?
You need your VIN number.
Not even
Not
that. You need
even.
the car.
Oh,
Bow.
shit.
They're like, yeah,
Oh,
$300
shit.
and something dollars,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to have the car towed here. I'm like, what?
Wow.
I said it's snowed in at Holyoke Mall. They're like, yeah, well.
Oh,
It is what
shit.
it
They gave
So
it a
I'm
yeah,
like,
well.
yo, why
Oh,
is this?
shit.
I'm like, why is this happening to me right now? So I'm just thinking about money, Christmas, bill. Like I'm like, this can't be happening right now. But in my head,
Right.
so I'm like sitting there trying to calm down. When I went to the grocery store, I didn't even tell you that. When I got to the grocery store, I sat in the car. She was like, why did it take you so long? I said, I sat literally in the
You had a
parking lot
moment.
and just kept breathing in and out. Because I knew if I continued with that energy, I was going to attract more
Right.
fuck shit.
Right.
So I had to take some time to decompress. Sunday comes, I find out about that. Then I'm like, this is a lot of money, but I'm willing to go through with it. So then on the way to the mall to see if my car is not towed because it's been there for 3 days.
Right. Right.
I'm like, yo, let me call my father. Call my father. My father's like, well, try Servview or some shit like that. And then I'm
yeah,
like,
they're
but how?
locked. I know what you're talking about. They're locked people.
Yeah, he was like, try Servview. You never know. Da 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 da. And
you
then
didn't think of calling a mobile locksmith? Did it keep
I didn't
me?
know they had that.
Yeah, so I did it for my van. It didn't have no chip or nothing. But he made a regular key for my shit. He charged me like $200-300. I don't remember what it was. It was expensive, but he was able to literally bring me a key. I gave him the VIN number to my shit and everything. I guess the car dealers, because I asked them.
Oh, so
I was
that's
like,
what I'm
how are
getting
we able
to.
print some
So
shit?
that's what I'm
they
getting
send
to.
these dudes schematics,
Right.
And they make their own keys.
So as I'm parked in Servview talking to my father and he's telling me to go in there, she's like, well, why don't you just call the dealer where you got the car and ask him? So when I asked him, he tried to tell me about that guy, that there's somebody that would drive out and handle it.
Yeah.
It was a little bit cheaper
It's
too.
bread though.
But so I went in, but I'm at Servview. So I'm like, well, let me just check Servview. So Servview was able to do it, program the key and do all that. But this is where it gets ridiculous. So he programs it, cuts the key. I go out there. I'm like, yo,
car's
let me make
towed.
sure. No, it wasn't. It was there. Shoveled it out. Got in there. Waited for him. He comes. Key doesn't work. He leaves. He's like, it's the computer. Leaves, comes back. Key doesn't work. Leaves, comes back.
No.
Key doesn't work. Now all I have is the money for the key, so I can't even like shop in the mall and
You can't do
and
shit.
there's nothing. I'm fucked. She done took her mom grocery. There's mad shit going on.
Expecting
My
this key
father's like
situation
he
to
ain't gonna
work.
be around anytime soon. It's just mad shit going on. This nigga comes the last time and he's like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, you do realize, like I said, well, what if it's the battery? You're like, but it's not the battery. I'm like, can we try? So we try the battery. The volts go up, but the key doesn't work. So then earlier on, I was like, yo, what if this is the wrong key? He's like, no, he basically didn't want to admit that they make mistakes. So he's like, nah, this is the right key. I'm like, all right. So I left him alone. By the end of the whole shit, this nigga's like, calls the boss and he's like, is this the wrong key? And then he's like, because he said to me, he was like, this is 2011, right? I'm like, yeah, but I never said that to the guy who made the key. He never asked me the year of my car. He's like, oh, like, yeah, this is why I said to you. But mind you, he can't come back. I've been there so long, and he's came so many times that now they're closed.
See, you know what's funny? Because I know how stupid people can be.
Yeah.
I put that shit out there. I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
it's a 2011
Right off rip.
fucking.
I do that just because I don't want to. I know the questions they're gonna ask. I don't even want to deal with it. Yo,
right.
It's a blah blah
You
blah.
now
blah,
know.
blah, blah.
I'll
Know
even
everything.
repeat it for you.
I'll tell you the
so
engine
get
size,
into-
all that.
I'll go through all you need
Yep.
to say you can get at least what I need you to do done.
Right, to fast track this
You know
whole
what I mean?
process.
Yeah. So, needless to say,
let that as a,
I didn't do that.
Not to be a dick, but let that be a lesson if that ever happens
This
again.
whole shit was a lesson.
Yeah.
Well, then good. Then it wasn't a loss.
Because usually I go with my gut, but every now and then I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Nah. From that key shit happening, my gut was to take her car. The very next day I had some gut shit happen, and I'm like, nah, I'm going with my gut. I'm not. I don't care what
See,
the other side.
change
of me is
happens
saying.
when you're made uncomfortable.
Yeah, nah.
He was
yeah.
made uncomfortable, and now he'll forever listen to his gut.
Yeah, nah. That was nasty work. That was nasty work.
Yeah, I can't say I've been in that situation, but I take home a different car all the time, so I never know what I'm sometimes grabbing. You know, because sometimes it's like I throw my plate on something and get the fuck
You don't
home.
even know until you're there.
You really don't know what I'm. You know, I generally speaking hop in cars. I got young miles on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really worried, but shit happened. I remember I was driving down fucking Page Boulevard and there was like a piece of metal and something in the road. Apparently I didn't see. Pop. I was driving in a Sienna. This shit was fully loaded. It was dope. It drove like a dream.
You just popped the tire.
He just went into total car salesman mode. You seen that shit?
No, it really does drive like a dream.
It drives
though.
like a dream.
I actually didn't think I was gonna like it because it's a minivan.
And for an
This-
extra $2,000, we'll include the mud flaps.
Yeah, shit drove great. But at any route, I had to pull it over, get the fucking spare out, you know, the whole nine. I got to get home. I can't get the shit off. Like the shit won't come off no matter what. So I'm trying to figure out what to do.
I don't know what she just hit, but
yeah, that shit. Yeah. Or just it sounds good right now.
Yeah.
So at any route, I always say any route. The tire wouldn't come off, right? So I'm like trying to fucking figure it out. Calling this dude, he's like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, bro, you're the one that told me to take this shit home.
Right.
He's like, all right, well, hop in the car and just turn to the right. And I just hopped in the car and fucking drove it a little bit, turned to the right.
Yeah, that usually.
Jocked it back up. I was like, oh shit, pop right off. I was like, it was like,
yes.
You know what I mean? So I put that shit back on, hit it, and then I fucking almost drove back over the same piece of metal because I dragged it into the fucking parking lot. Or just like on the edge
crazy.
of it. That shit, I was like, oh.
Like Thursday, I came out of work and my tire was on the rim. My shit was straight flat, straight to the rim.
That's the worst too when you're not expecting that shit.
Yeah, I had to have one of my coworkers come out. He had like the machine to blow it up. The shit's taking forever to blow up. He takes the thing off. I hear, tss. I'm like, I gotta go. I don't know. He was like, yeah, get out of here. I'll tell her that everything's all set. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So I drove the flat to the tire place. Nigga, when I got there, the shit was damn near off the rim. That shit was like,
I've been
looking
there.
crazy.
I've been there, but in my work van.
And then
couple
Saturday,
times.
this happens. That's Thursday. I'm like, 2024 is looking wild.
I had one of those weeks like a
Don't
month ago.
tell yourself that. Don't tell yourself
What
that.
it was just hilarious.
Like a month
We
ago,
had
I
fun
one.
bowling though. That shit. I'm
We
actually
did.
like ready to go back.
We did. Old man taught me some shit about bowling. My bowling game is like way better
Than
after
him
that night.
This nigga's betting fucking stacks. And
Oh my god, this dude ass betting.
What y'all high? What y'all finished with?
I don't remember. As a team,
Oh, I
think we
got
finished.
turkey.
Yeah, he did. No, it wasn't you.
Yes,
it was Tiana that got a turkey.
Nigga, are you kidding me right now?
No,
I'm the guy. I'm the guy.
It's a dramatic experience.
Oh, you are. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Yeah,
It was a traumatic experience for him.
No, he
Nah,
did. He did.
'cause I
get
was
it. He did get
terrible
a turkey.
on
That's
that.
right. Because I remember you.
And then I
walking
figured it
like
out.
this.
Yeah, you know. That's how I lost the key.
Just all puffed up and shit.
Hell yeah. The best has entered the building.
What was the highest score though, individually?
Oh, I don't know. Justin had some high shit. We were playing teams. There was a bunch of us.
Yeah, we were just
my
drinking
PB
and
is
having
like
fun.
189.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
It's
I like
it's
PB
pretty
and J.
decent. It ain't like it ain't nothing.
We
to
just gotta
brag
bring
about.
Frank and whip his ass. That's all that
Nah,
means.
Pause.
I'm good at bowling.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I guarantee you probably know when they scored a 189.
I don't know.
Or
Them
if they
scores were high.
or if they did, they're good. They're good at it.
I don't know.
All
Justin
right,
was
Frank.
getting busy.
Yeah, he was.
Justin getting
That's why he
down.
wanted to bet money, and then my
Fucked around and lost.
man was nasty. He even had like form. I'm like, nigga, he do the little.
No, actually, I got a video.
You got him?
I got one of those videos
Of
too.
him?
I do.
Oh,
definitely
nah.
do.
This nigga's form is crazy. I'm like, yo, are you playing or are you dead
I think he
serious?
was fucking around, though.
Well, nigga, he was hitting those fucking pins like crazy. But they got
getting a lot
into
of
it
strikes and
over
spares?
yeah. They got into it over betting and shit.
Yeah, I don't be bending down.
This nigga,
That's wild.
he'll throw the ball in and lay on the floor. He did the little squat. You showed him the little squat. Yeah, he's wild. But yeah, they
Has
was.
he thrown the ball yet?
Yeah, he already did. You good?
So they had to calm them down.
Yeah, they started going at it. Cause
Who?
old man
Them two.
lost. He lost.
I wasn't trying to get in
He
between
trying to
it
back out.
because you know he'll act like
Whatever
that.
they
We're
mad at me.
well, no, he'll act like we're taking somebody else. He'll be like, "Oh, you're taking a side."
I didn't say shit. I just sat back and watched.
I'm like, "Yo, you bet." I just said you bet, and then it just got crazy for a little bit.
Yeah,
He paid him.
And then, yeah,
eventually,
then they made nice. They made nice.
My kids hate playing with me.
but you be dusting your kids off.
Oh yeah, bro.
You don't even let them like.
No, I try to help them.
By beating their ass.
But I'm always like,
I mean, how do you
see
trying to
what I can do?
I tell
it's
Emma
not
all
even
the
about
time.
them. You know what I mean?
We definitely gotta make a day then.
I tell Emma all the time, like we'll be playing video games or some shit, and I'm like, yo, how you gonna get better if you don't play people better than
I used
you?
to
I'll come
play.
here and whoop that ass.
I used to play Candlepin.
Yeah, I did too. Growing up,
Candlepin's hard.
The little ball.
is that
Yeah, I
even
did
still
that.
a thing?
The last place that I've ever played was at the bottom of Orange Street in Hancock, the corner right there. It's a church. It's a
Damn,
church
you're
now.
talking
Damn,
about the
I didn't
whole
even
church.
know that was ever a bowling.
Oh,
Originally.
bro, I was there like every single day, bro.
I never knew that shit. Never went there.
Every single day of my younger life, I was pretty much in that fucking bowling alley.
Bro, which one we used to go to? There's
was
actually
a
a
long
couple
time ago.
around here.
You bowl, I? Yeah, huh?
You over there sleeping?
What do
I
you-
suck at bowling.
Oh. Well, I did too the first however long.
And then
Well, I
he
started
got
off
hurt.
decent,
Tires
then
on.
it went. Then I got trash. Yo, my team was so mad at me, like it's not even funny. This nigga Stacks is like, God damn, Lance, man, what the fuck?
He's like, you want me to put the bumpers up?
Oh.
Yeah, they started. Gito started trying to pull the bumpers up.
Yeah,
he
he did.
threw the dragon. He pulled over the little alligator so he could roll the ball and drop it down. You know them things for the kids.
That's hilarious.
Like it was
Yeah, it was
bad.
funny.
And then all of a sudden I just got nasty. They gave me a couple tactics and it was a wrap. Strike. They like, you'll never get it 3 times in a row. Like, nigga, this is where I'm at with it.
Yeah, once you get used to it,
It's a wrap.
yeah.
I could have just kept striking.
Oh, here we go.
Nah, bro. Once you find the sweet
Knock it
spot,
out of hand here.
once you find your sweet spot, bro,
It's
you
over.
really can. You know if you throw it off a little bit.
You know.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But once you figure like so I have like I don't like really spin it into the pocket like some like
You're
good
just
players
one
do.
of those guys?
I'm a straight up, but I can hit it in a certain spot that's strike. You know, 9 spare. Only thing I ever suck at sometimes is if there's one single pin.
Yeah.
Nah, I was busting them shits out too, but the splits are disgusting. But
Yeah.
Gito tore that up, remember?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He told me, he was like, yo, you just gotta hit it with the boom and then they'll spin that into that, and he did that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, if you can kick that shit over like a fucking 10 what is that, a 7 and 10 split?
Yeah.
Fast forward 10 years from now, Gigo's gonna be old and bowling and shit. Big ass gold chain on, taco meat hanging out.
You see him, you're gonna see him at some tournament.
He
You're
got
like, what the fuck?
big ass arrow. He's supposed to lock his hair. He got mad hair.
Is he?
Yeah, he
Hell
does.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a hot minute, bro.
It's mad wild because it's like out.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in either. It was nice to see him. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
His
y'all
ass
do
was
shit.
supposed
I
to
was
be
got
at my
my
wedding,
kids,
but he
man.
didn't show up.
Couple more years.
It is usually like the weekends.
Yeah, bro. Everyone's always doing shit. I'm like, I don't want to also miss that time with them either. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
blame you.
So,
so me being snowed in, I also was they're all Apple users over there. Droid was on smoke mode. That shit died. I'm just fucked.
As it should be.
yeah, same. Apple, bro.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I really fucks with Apple though. It's just
My children be making jokes. You got a Droid? Like, you guys only have Apple
It's
phones 'cause of us.
customizable.
Nah, I don't go into no excuses. I just be like, yo, this is what I'm working with.
I know Android. I like Android.
Y'all got apples because of daddy. And clearly I can get an apple.
I could definitely get one if I
My
really
son
wanted
don't.
to.
You
get
have a
one,
Droid
but-
too?
Yeah.
My son don't want
I'm
an
just
iPhone
comfortable
either.
with it.
He don't want an iPhone either?
Nah, he's like, I'm good with the Android.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son
son's a-
despises the Android. He has a whole Android. He has a number right now. He doesn't turn the phone on. He's like on strike because his sisters have iPhones, and this nigga's like, I'm like, bro, but you have a phone. Like, I'm not doing all this, and he has an iPad. Like, I'm not doing all this.
Yeah, if it comes to a point where it's a sensible decision next is to get you that shit, then I'll get
I'm
that
trying
shit
to
too.
find a sensible decision. Like,
It doesn't work. I've been dealing with that shit with cell phones and my kids from forever, yo.
Nah,
But what is-
I'm
but
dealing
what is-
with it myself, but to a different.
I mean, your daughter has the
my,
iPhone?
My daughter has she has an iPhone Mini. And she
Mhm.
wants the next step up, and I don't blame her because the iPhone Mini is fucking small as shit. But if I'm not at a position to where it makes sense to do it, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna pay more
just because you wanna.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Be happy with what I pay for.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, shit. I know I have the latest and greatest, but nah, I don't.
But shit goes downhill,
What you got,
baby.
a 14 Plus?
Mine's a 14 Pro Max.
Oh, Pro?
Yeah. Well, it's the.
And now they're on
I don't even know
15.
what that means.
No,
but
I think they're on 15 or about to release 16, something like that.
That's crazy.
I usually just skip a year. So if
That's what I used to do. I've had
16
3.
comes out, I'll get a 16.
So I started when they were 8s. I did the 8, I did the 9, and then I did the 10. And
I
then
think
that
I had
was it.
one when they were a 4, and I hated it.
I think my first
The
one was
4.
a X.
Okay.
It was an iPhone X.
Now it's tempting because it's back to the original way it looked when I started. Like, I liked when it had like the helicopter glass on it and the antenna was on the outside, like that wrap, how
got
it's
you.
squared.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
I
they
don't know
switched to
about
more of the rounded. Now they're more like yours is square, right?
What's
It's not that smooth. Let me see your shit. Or never mind. I'll see after.
Yeah, my shit's an Android.
They're back to the way that they were.
What, beveled?
It's just like they switched them at one point. Like
I don't know.
the 9 and the 10 were more like that, but obviously iPhones. And now they're more of the square model where it's wrapped around the edges.
My shit's the whole screen except for the top, very top part.
No, I'm saying the outside of it though.
The outside of it might be more square.
More square, right?
But I don't know. My corners are still rounded, so
They
I think
are?
it's still rounded,
Uh-oh.
but they're not. It's not really rounded, I guess you can say. But
I'll look afterwards
Yeah.
and tell you.
I don't really care. Pass that down.
It's about time for me to
That's
get a
the
new phone,
14.
to be honest with you. Me too. My shit got a stylus, and
No,
my
your
my
shit- no,
stylus
this is the
gone.
one.
My shit done been through a industrial dryer, and it's still kicking, but it's starting to do funny
Yeah,
shit.
so they're back to this. They switch back to this, and this is what's tempting me because I always liked this style versus what they switched to right before.
I will say, bro, like the things that I care about, iPhone is just dope. Like the sound and shit on this. Like I care about videos. I care about capabilities,
shit, yeah.
which this has all the there's so many apps that come out for Apple that don't come out for Android in reality. There's just a lot of shit. Just the functionality is just easier. Like
I use basic apps I
Well-
haven't found a thing that Android doesn't. I don't do a lot with my phone.
So it's not-
I
Right,
calculate,
that's how I
I
feel.
call, and that's about. And I watch YouTube.
It's not that
and surf Facebook. That's about it.
So it's not that your phone can't do what this does.
It probably could. I just don't even know.
It's just what it does. But some of the apps on this shit are crazy. But the sound, this shit literally sounded like surround sound.
Like where? Like regularly?
Just like while I'm watching a movie and shit. I've heard like shit that sounds like it's coming from over here. Like the sound from what I've ever had with Android, Apple is superior with sound.
But you got her the bottle.
You heard?
Yo, Amani.
I think she went upstairs.
Yeah, no, she left. That's the text I just got from her. She just texted the chat saying she's out. All right, well, be safe.
Love you.
You gave it to her?
What's up,
I
Ben?
didn't give a shit.
What's
Oh,
up,
the
sis?
bottle? Yeah, Ben gave her the bottle.
Oh, well, why'd she say, where is it?
Was it Candlepin and Palmer, really?
I had nothing to do with it. She had total control over it.
What happened?
Is that an old text?
No, I just got this just now. Right now.
Still, no, I'm talking about the one before that one.
Yeah, that's earlier. That was the whole conversation we were having earlier. The 4 of us. I didn't realize that's what you're talking about, so I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Now I understand. Makes sense, though. So, y'all both saw Cat Williams' interview?
I started watching, I only got through like 30, 40 minutes of it. I'm going to watch the rest of it tonight.
I watched the whole shit. I was thoroughly entertained.
I watched all of that, and I watched another recent.
Oh yeah, I seen that one posted too.
I almost finished that.
What one is that? What are you talking about?
He talks more shit, right?
Yeah.
Who's he on? What?
I'd have to look back.
Well, you have to put me on then, because I thoroughly enjoyed the last one.
I think it's. I'll tell you afterwards, but it's like the most current one that he's done, and I mean, it's kind of like a lot of the same questions. No discredit to the podcast host, because these are questions that, they got asked on another show, but he may want to know and his audience may want to know. So I expect those questions to be asked, right?
Right.
But it was I found a lot of that same, answers, responses. But I will say, the thing I love about Cat is at the end of the day, I feel like I have a good read on people just at this point in my life, and I feel like he's genuine about what he says. There just might be some things he exaggerates a little bit. Because, unless he's a speed reader, which he could be, because he says he got an offer to go to college at like 12 years old, right?
Wait, slow down.
Yeah, he definitely said that.
Wait, what part of the interview is this?
You got to keep watching.
This is a part of the Shannon Sharp one and the more.
He said
one.
what?
And he could run a 40 in I don't even remember what he.
He
said,
looked like he could run.
But everything he's saying, he's produced receipts for.
Right. So,
there's videos, motherfuckers is like, yo,
majority
look,
of the shit.
I watched him. There's a video of Cat running the 40.
Yeah. I'm
40
not
yard
saying,
dash, all that.
Yeah.
Recent, within the last week.
That's why I tend to believe what he says. I just think again,
everything he said so far.
We all blow some shit out of proportion.
Wait,
bro.
what did
You know
he
what I mean?
say? That sounds.
He
crazy.
said he reads 6,000 books. What did he say? 6,000 books a year.
6,000 books a year. No, 3,000 books a year.
3,000.
What?
The math is 8.5 books a day.
Yeah, and that's pretty serious. You know what I mean?
Nigga, no. There's
So,
no.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So unless he was a
Unless he's
speed
reading
reader,
magazines.
He hasn't proven that part yet. Oh, and that he was able to
notes.
fully read by the time he was 5 years old.
Yeah, I don't-
Fully read.
Fluent.
Yeah, in
Like books,
Chinese,
baby.
Stop.
Oh no, I'm dead serious.
As
that
Mandarin.
he when his humanitarian shit that he does, he's doing business in French, I think it was, and reading and writing and like, I don't. It was some other. You got to watch it.
That's nowadays.
Right now, as we speak.
yeah.
But he didn't even
Current.
speak a lick of French on there.
Nah. But so far everything he said, nothing has been proven false. Put it
Yeah,
like that.
so-
He's not reading 6,000 books of fucking.
Nah.
3,000.
Again,
3,000.
Again, I think he's just blowing shit out of proportion.
He might.
He's
But he said
again,
I can run the
sometimes
40
you
and
don't
whatever.
think-
and
sometimes you don't think
clocked
you're
him and
like
he did.
you're like, how far was that shit? It was like fucking, it felt like 500 miles, bro.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Like,
right.
you know how you embellish? That's
3,000 books is a hell of a.
that's crazy. That's why I don't think I think maybe he means 300.
I might
Yo,
read 8 books
my
a
guy,
year.
my guy said he was by himself and moved across the country at like fucking 12, something like that.
Yeah.
It had like $2,500 on it.
Well, he's a pimp, so he could have been just around pimps early.
That shit that he's talking about, he learned that after he moved away at 12 years old. He ran into that shit. That's not how he grew up. That's after he left home. He says he left home, not like, moved to an aunt's house.
There should
So
be
he's
a
basically
movie.
saying. So
There
he's
should be
basically
a
saying
movie.
he's like a savant.
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
or a child. What is that shit? Child.
But at the end of the day, he has proof.
genius or
So
child?
he's saying he writes new material all the fucking time.
I could believe that.
And he tours that shit all the fucking time. He does all of that shit.
I believe that.
There's a lot of what
6,000
he says
books, though.
that you either found out it is true or you come to know somehow, and you're just like, yo, damn, this motherfucker's actually been kind of spitting fat.
He was
bro.
telling stories.
He's like Soldier Boy right now, right?
There's shit coming out. Yeah. There's shit coming out where, like, people are finding out, like, they're like, yo, he's like, that. Basically, people were saying that Cat would pay comics that weren't getting paid like that should be. He felt they should be, but he would pay them indirectly. He would send women with an envelope of money. And comics are now like, wait, what? I got one of those envelopes. And they're coming out. That's what I'm saying when I say there's receipts.
Yeah, no, I seen
Motherfuckers are-
Boozy's thing, right? His
People are-
testimony.
Nah.
Boozy was like, he started crying. He was just like that. He remembers, and Cat didn't even bring him up.
No, he didn't.
He said, he invited him to a show, had him front row. I think he said front row. I might be adding that, but he invited him to a show, got up with him after the show, and he said right when they were getting ready to leave, he threw a towel into his car. And he said, I thought that shit was some weed. He said, I opened the towel, it was $15,000. And he said,
that's what he said. He said Cat been doing that shit for years to people.
That's dope.
That's his shit.
He was like that. He said, what Cat don't know is that was the time I needed that the most. He said, I was so fucked up.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
fire,
just
yo.
blessed me with that. And he was like, I'm getting emotional now. This nigga was like choking up. And
Everything Cat has said, like he might have exaggerated, like Frank was saying, but the core of what he's saying has proved to be true with just like everything that he said.
And he said he's never done a hard drug in his life.
That's what he said. And he was like, yo, you've never heard a single story about Cat Williams being fucked up.
Nah,
He was
I
like-
mean, there was a couple, but
There's those stories, but he's saying like they're doing that on
I-
purpose.
They'll show you some random clip.
I've seen him bugging.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
But that might have just been him.
Like when the kid slapped him, or
When he got beat up by all the kids and shit. Yeah, that kept running through my mind the
but
whole
think
time
about
I
it.
was watching
What
the
was he
interview.
supposed to do?
Right.
Run. He could do the what?
Well,
And
yeah,
what?
he can run, but was he really supposed to try and fight a bunch of kids?
Nah,
too?
hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but they are the same size.
Cat, wow. Yeah, he's 5'5".
I know.
So I know he's out.
But you know what?
He's beating feet.
I'll say about Cat too is I just feel like he at least like he has his integrity. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like I feel like he don't give a fuck who you are.
And that's a big point of that interview for him. He brings like that whole shit up. He's like, sometimes you got to just tell Diddy no. And I did.
Yeah, he's dropped some gems though.
Yeah.
If you listen to his shit, he's dropped some gems.
He's like, Diddy be wanting to party. Sometimes you just got to tell him no. And he said some shit about Ludacris. He's like, he didn't say it directly. He's like, well, he did afterwards. He's like, let me just say, he's like, sometimes, he's like, you get the phone call. Or he's like, the way it happened was there was a phone call and there was two of us going to an Illuminati party. One of us couldn't have the
He
pointed
called it that?
Yeah. He's like, one of us couldn't have the pointed sideburns anymore or the afro. And he was like, and they said something about, we'll pay you $20 million over 10 movies, which is exactly what Ludacris got. And he's like, but you got to put on a dress or some shit. And he's like, and I said no. He's like, the other person was Ludacris. Like, he says the shit flat out, yo. And like what he says, we don't know if he really was put on by the Illuminati, obviously. But that's what like Cat Williams is saying. He's saying that he went to one of them parties where they do wild shit that you don't want to talk about. And Cat said, nah, I'm good. But Ludacris didn't. Is basically what he's alluding to. He said a bunch of shit like
but
that.
Luda hasn't been popping in a minute.
Well,
He's been in a bunch of Fast and Furious movies. And if you look up what he got paid for every one of them motherfucking movies,
It adds up.
it adds up. That's what he's saying. He's like, yo, I was there. And then later on in the interview, Cat's like, yo, basically, I forgot exactly how he words it, but he's been collecting secrets his whole career. It's what he says.
Sounds like me.
He's like, he's like, nah, bring me that information. Like, he says some shit like that. And he's like, people have been telling me shit my whole career. And he's like, and I'm hearing them motherfuckers know what's up.
I do feel like if you really do Cat Williams wrong,
You're fucked.
He'll kill you.
Nah, I feel like he's got a little black book on everybody. That's it. Like, he's got some shit on you that you don't even know you did.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Cat's a genuine individual.
Definitely.
They say he's a stand-up guy. For the real ones, anyways.
Yeah, if you see, there's mad people that came out with videos in support, like or
Yeah.
like confirming some shit too.
Yeah.
They may
I know
not-
he said Kevin Hart was a plant.
Yeah,
He did.
You believe that?
I don't know if I really care.
Right.
Now
kinda
that's
how I feel.
funnier.
That's how I feel, too. Honestly, that's how I feel.
You know what
too.
I mean? Like, there's nothing that's a plant to me. Like,
I don't
know.
really give a fuck
I'll
if he
know,
is.
I'll know a mole if it's inside my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I try to operate in a way that it doesn't matter, even if there is one.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know
don't
what I'm
really
saying?
care
Like, I
that
let
he
my
is.
actions speak for my words. So even if I don't even react to the situation the right way,
Mhm.
my actions still rang true. You know what I'm saying? I still did what was necessary that needed to get
So,
done.
in my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, please. That's why I'm bringing it up. In my understanding, is that a plant is also is planted to influence the mass. Which is why they do certain roles, and that's why they're famous.
It can
and all
it
that.
can be
So they
anything
get
to
influenced
translate
like an
information,
influencer.
to influence, to
So,
steer towards a plan. You know
Why
what
it
I'm saying?
doesn't matter to me if he is a plan or not is because whether, like, to bring Dave Chappelle up again, like, whether people agree with my opinion or not, I still have my opinion regardless. So I don't really care if he's a plant because he's not influencing me.
I just
Like, I don't give a
the
fuck.
only thing that I question, right, is whether or not it really fucking matters if they felt they wanted to do a role where they went in a dress and they're comfortable and secure.
That's
with
another thing.
themselves.
He drops mad names about people wearing dresses, and everyone he brings up, people have been bringing up pictures
But-
of them in dresses all over.
But
Martin
again,
is one of them.
again, what I'm saying though is that
Big Mama.
But,
That's exactly what he
but
talks
who
about.
am I to say that these actors didn't want to just do that shit?
But Kat's point, what Kat's saying is they did it because the
It
powers
was-
that be told them to do it.
It was written that way,
Right,
And, and they agreed.
Right. So again, that could be the case.
But you're saying the actor himself is like, you know what, fuck it, I'll put the dress on.
I find that shit funny.
But he's saying that like they don't like.
That was the price they had to pay, basically,
I get you.
for their fame.
Mind you, I'm not saying that.
So you, but you think like talent wise, they're probably like, I'll try something different. But they're
because
not
there's
even
some-
seing the humiliating factor. in
There's
it.
some
and that's another
individuals
thing. Yeah, you got to
that
humiliate
they would have
yourself.
fired,
Yeah.
but they still kept in movies, right? So, for instance, if whatchamacallit, Jamie Foxx in Saturday Night Live,
Mhm.
if you didn't want to do that, I guarantee you that was his sketch to get him popping.
You talking about Wanda in A Living Color?
I guarantee you, Jamie Foxx came up with that character because he knew it'd be over the top. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
guarantee that's in my heart of what I feel. I obviously don't know this to be the truth. I just feel at the end of the day, like he wasn't thinking about that shit. He was just like, oh, I know if I do this character, I can do this shit crazy funny and get noticed.
I
'Cause
just think it's crazy that
whether or not he had to actually do it, I'm just saying.
like Bun B just had like an interview with Matt Hoffa,
Mm-hmm.
and he had like, I didn't see the entirety of the interview, but what I did see was like one of those little reels where they took like a clip.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about this similar stuff. He was like, yo, I wanted to go to these parties just so that I could see what the fuck is going on, like make sure I'm not missing nothing. He said, you get there and you realize I actually don't want to be here.
Yeah.
He said there's all these rooms,
Right.
and he said they're categorized by like drugs and shit. So
I'm
like,
not surprised.
He
bro.
said so like this room's the coke room, this room's the weed room, whatever.
Right.
He said you go in there and you're like, whoa, this has nothing to do with what I walked in here for. He said, and just that quick of him wanting to be there, he realized he didn't want no parts. You know what I mean? But he needed to see for himself. You know what I mean? He
So
said so.
I don't care like all the drug shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's saying.
He's saying the rooms are named after drugs, but
He's-
it ain't drugs being done in the room.
He's saying that it's.
That's what
you
he's
know,
saying.
You're walking in like
you go to marijuana room, but it's pedophile instead.
Stuff going on.
You know what I
He didn't
mean?
go
No,
into detail,
That's
but
the type of shit that they
he
talk
definitely said that it's stuff that you don't want no parts of. You know what I mean? And you don't realize that till you get there. And he said even when you're on your way to become famous, you want to be in the mix. Like you're like, yo, I can't wait to go. He said,
Man,
I'm
I ain't
telling
trying to
you,
be in the
it's-
mix.
it gets crazy.
I don't need to be in the mix.
Yeah.
If I ever get fucking any type of fame, I'm still staying low key. Like I don't need to show up at events.
I think that's.
I don't think it's needed.
But I think that's the determining factor on the success level in a way, right?
People
That's
said
what they,
Lil-
that's basically what they're saying.
People say Lil Baby drank the Kool-Aid.
If I ever get
yeah,
to,
that dude was hugging the hell out of him.
if I ever get to a point where I have to make that decision, then I know I'm successful enough at where I'm at. You understand what I'm saying?
Like if you got there, or like if they're wanting you to go a step further, you already made it.
I already made it.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they can also shut you down. Too. You say no, and then that's it.
That's if you test
All
the
of a sudden,
waters.
your fame is gone.
Like, why do I have to test the waters? I expect no. I'm just.
And
gonna
Ali
stay in my
Vegas
lane
said it too. There was
respectfully.
an interview with him. He said he remembers them rolling out a rack, like of just weird clothes, and they're like, "Put this on." He's like, "I'm not putting that on." And he's like, and then they pull something else out, and he's like, "Yo, what is up?" Like, nah, like I'm not wearing that. He said, depending on who you are and what they're offering determines their way and their approach and to get you. He said it starts with the clothes. He said what they roll in and what you'll wear, they'll know how far they can go just based off that rack.
But not only that, if you're into fashion now.
Yeah, but there's certain shit. But think about it.
They're
There's
trying
certain,
to push.
But we
they're
like
trying to
stuff.
stay within pop culture and fashion and what's going on.
But he's
You know
saying
what I'm
it's the
saying?
tester. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it
like
definitely is.
everybody's wearing this blouse. What do you mean? It's
Yeah.
Gucci.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Like,
that's
where
where
there's
you
some-
decide you want to be a model or not. Really, you know what I'm saying?
In your head, you
I'm
may be
all
thinking
set.
that, but in their head, they're like, "Look, we got him there."
No, I would. I'm not putting some.
If he'll do that, he'll do this.
And that's what
Yeah.
Ali was saying.
Right.
And we seen his career in
I can definitely see them doing that. You got there's
For a guy, he could rap.
There's different shows and shit. You see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, we see it.
Yeah.
We like, it's like in front of us. You know.
But even if you like watch a show that has any type of movie cast and shit like that on
Mhm.
it, they're doing that same shit. If it's singers, whatever it is, they're pulling out different racks of clothes
Yeah.
and say, "All right, you're in Act 2. Get into this shit." You know what I'm saying?
I just want to see the rack. I want to be able to be like,
Why, you think
oh.
there's something on there you'd wear?
I want.
This
no,
is my size.
No, I'm serious.
I want to
don't
see
mean
if
it as a
I
joke.
actually feel the opposite. I want to see if there's something on there that I won't wear. So, like, what exactly is on this rack? Obviously, I'm pretty positive I'm not putting a dress on. You know,
Pretty
what I mean?
positive or positive?
I would say that only to say that there are Asian inspired
Like kimonos?
stuff, and I could see me wanting to do samurai themed things and them playing with certain shit, and me saying, "Nah, I'm fucking with that," versus just walking out on a Paris runway and I have a skirt on. You get what I'm saying?
What about a kilt?
I probably would wear that too. I think it's all based off of like, what is this for and what are we doing? You know what I mean? But there's just some shit that I know you're up to no good. You're like trying to play.
Right.
Yeah. So, cause like I have.
If it got a zipper in the back, I ain't fucking with it.
I have absolutely no desire to get in a dress, but I have when I was like younger had like makeup put on me and like Indian war paint and shit.
That's dope. Yeah.
So like what's the it gets to a point where you start thinking about it though, like what's the really difference unless someone's purposely trying to
degrade you and
yeah,
like
yeah. And like and I feel like as far as like a dress is concerned, I may never want to do it, but if there was a comical bit that I felt that it was funny as fuck for me to do, it's not something that
I think that's the only space where I might entertain it. If it was for a comedy bit and it really made
But that's
sense.
what he
to
was
the
saying.
bit.
But it would have to be something that I
Like
would
Wanda,
have. It would
for
make
example.
sense for me to do for some reason. Like I find like
Right.
if it's a gag doing some funny shit, I just don't know how far I would take it. Like I don't know if I can run with a whole character that is
If it's
performing
blatantly-
this.
if
you
it's
know
your
what I'm saying?
idea,
If
more or
it's
less.
blatantly
If like
obvious,
it's a joke, if like I'm playing a gag on like, you know, like say I would never do this shit, but like say it was the night of his wedding, and then we're running out, and then we're coming out there, and you put the spotlight, and it's actually me first in the dress.
That
coming up
would
to
have
him.
been hilarious.
That shit,
That would be
right?
hilarious,
But you know
right.
what I'm saying? That would be hilarious.
Right,
Like,
that's
it's,
different.
It's not something I want to do, but for
So-
that to make his shit memorable,
Yeah,
you would have to
You know,
blatantly
that's funny as
whatever
fuck.
the character is that I'm doing, you'd have to blatantly see that this is a man in a dress, not trying to be a woman.
Right.
He's got a whole facial hair and the whole 9
Yeah.
yards. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have to be
But
blatantly
bunch of
obvious.
du-
like-
if you run out, that would have been funny. When there was like three
Imagine that shit, bro.
with the dresses and they just run across. Like that shit
And
is
you're
hilarious.
one of 'em.
But they disappear, so they come into frame
I
and
go
disappear out of frame.
I go back later and I watch the pictures and I see
That
Frank
shit's-
like this in a dress.
Yeah, and twinkle toes too. With
What
it.
the audience doesn't know is I went back and looked at my pictures. So On my wedding, we did this thing where my wife and I had to run around and take a picture with every table. So we get a picture with everybody there. I don't know how we did it, but we forgot the table that these guys were at. We ran by it, right?
We took a picture.
We went back and did it again.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. We missed them, but then we went back and we doubled back and did the picture. So before we doubled back and took the picture with them, we're doing our thing with the other tables, and I'm standing on a chair or something like that. This motherfucker sticks his head behind me between my legs, but you can't see it. Only the cameraman can see it. Didn't tell nobody nothing until we get our pictures back, and I'm looking through my pictures, and I didn't see it. And Frank's like, "Yo, did you see it? Did you see the picture?"
Your head is between his legs?
I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like this, like he's like this, but like standing up, and I'm standing up higher. Like
I'm like
this,
a
so
distance from him.
Are you serious? That's
and he's
crazy.
looking this way.
When did he do that?
I can show. I have our whole wedding album in my phone. I can show it to you.
And I had to photobomb it somehow.
He said something to me about like, "Did you catch it?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So I went back and looked, and then I found it.
That's hilarious.
It's Frank's face.
Now some shit is funny, and then you can't help.
It's
but
fucking
laugh.
awesome. I love it.
But like,
I would have it no other way.
I was mad when he first had his pictures because he didn't have it. I was like, "What the fuck?"
But
bro?
that's the thing. Like, so like, Big Mama had me dying, but Medea doesn't.
Nah, I don't. I just don't find Tyler Perry funny. In my
You know what I
opinion,
mean? Him dressed up as the woman with all the jokes and stuff is not as funny to me as Martin being the old lady.
yeah. To me, him doing that shit was fucking hilarious.
Right. Even Mrs. Doubtfire was hilarious.
Yeah, Mrs.
You know what I
Doubtfire
mean?
was hilarious as well.
Robin Williams was hilarious.
I think some people.
Yeah, they
I
can pull
forgot
it
he
off
did
to
that
where,
shit.
and he didn't. I feel like in both of them didn't do it first. Like,
Do you think Robin
was kind of pushing it? Juana Man, or no? Is that what it was? Juana?
Isn't that what?
Where he played as a fucking female basketball player?
Who?
No.
Jamie, right?
Nah.
Who's that? Tommy Davidson?
Nope.
Who's in Joanna Man?
Fuck, I can't remember his name, bro. Is it the one that did the 7-Up commercials?
You got like the
Nah, that was fucking right? That was
It's the dude who got the vein on his forehead.
The one in Life, the movie Life.
Yeah.
He
He's
played
in there.
Bernie Max.
Yeah.
Bernie Max.
Shorty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Don't be
see,
scared.
But see, there you go. He's playing them roles and he's cool with it. So that's
Yeah.
that role, and then there's that role. So now,
What
it's
about
starting to
Tracy
look a little
Morgan?
wild. He played as Shorty.
He played in prison in the movie The 10 Whole Yards with Adam
The
Sandler.
10 Whole Yards?
Oh, is that what whatever it's called.
I don't know how I feel about dudes that are not gay playing gay
But the
parts.
shit's hilarious though, bro. Like,
I found it.
I love Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan.
That's crazy. And you're back. And you look like you about to back it up.
I didn't know he was behind me.
Leg look like he about to twerk. That's hilarious.
I had no idea he was behind me. Yo. Then he finally when he told me, I started looking.
I
through
found
the
a
photos.
whole. That's memorable. That's classic. You got to blow that up.
Definitely, that's a funny photo. Oh, that's crazy. My first childhood friend is in that photo too. That's cool.
Like a female.
My bestie.
I
No,
remember
literally, he was my first friend ever in life.
Oh,
Like,
you
that's
should
dope,
have showed
yo.
us.
He was
I
like,
don't think you can see
got
it.
you.
Though.
You're not gonna be able to see it.
No.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it.
He's like,
I'll give it to
the
him.
tablecloth was lavender.
You could send it to
I
her.
remember.
Yeah, I definitely could. You're right. I could send it to Amy right now.
You said what?
He's like, the tablecloth was lavender.
Mauve.
It was such.
It was mauve.
There was such a cute bouquet.
Mauve.
There was such a cute bouquet on the table.
Oh my god.
That's leg.
Yeah. Like you think dudes that play those parts, I think they be gay. Like I can't.
Nah, I think. I mean, I can't say that in certain cases because like some shit has made me fucking die laughing. So I feel like
For gay roles?
No, for the ones that I've done that have gone and so I don't.
I'm not talking about the drag ones. I'm talking about like.
Oh, when they play like gay roles, and
yeah,
like
I'm talking about
actual
where they're
kiss and
actually-
shit.
Yeah, like
you
like
gotta have something with you to be.
Like the nigga that plays Joker.
Yeah, I mean to kiss a man in the open mouth like that, you
Yeah,
gotta.
they're rolling around.
You
They're
gotta
like-
be into that shit.
I sent it to you, Amy.
Yeah, that shit.
They try to make. They be
There's
trying
something.
to make sense of it, and it just doesn't. I'm like, nah. Like, what are we doing?
So But what do you do when that shit comes up into a
I'm not-
scene in a show or something?
Well, I'm not participating. I'm
just
sorry.
Fast forward.
I'm not the
past
guy
it.
for the job, and
I
that's
don't-
cool.
So my shit is I never have a problem with gay relationships and shows.
No, that's their business.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I don't mind. I'm talking about like when they're like, this person's straight. I'm like, how?
Yeah, wow.
The jig
they
is
have
up.
Wives and shit.
Yeah, but
in this day and age, you can just be openly gay.
I think they're telling you they're openly gay. The moment
But they still have wives.
Still, they're bisexual, but that's gay for guys.
Yeah, you're
bisexual
right.
doesn't exist for
You're
us.
not gay.
just
If you're
gay.
bisexual, you're still gay.
Yeah, and that's fine if you like both.
You just like
but
pussy too.
But yeah, but you're,
You're
gay,
gay.
on our side.
Right.
Women do it that. Oh well, we're bi. Okay, well that works for y'all, but if a nigga on our side decides to mingle a little bit, that's gay.
I like bi women. So.
Mingle with the dingle.
Yeah, like, and that's cool. To each his own.
Mingle with the
bi and
dangle.
Lesbian chicks are.
Hey,
no, I ain't. I'm just.
What?
All the rolling around and stuff is a little wild.
All that wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling.
I've been watching mad shit on fucking Sumerians again, bro. I don't know why. I
Just
died
got
down.
time.
Yeah, I like Bill Carson.
He's fire.
Yeah, he's I mean, there's some things that he may say that I already know, but sometimes he drops a gem on me. I'm like, you know what? That's a different way of thinking about
Nah,
it.
Bill's dope. He has like a cool way of educating.
Yeah, I dig his style. Like he does the only thing I ever prefer. It doesn't mean I can't still enjoy you if you don't, but I prefer the subjective lecturer. You know what I'm saying? The one that
lets you figure it out.
The one's like, this is what I've deduced. Do you agree? Or what do you
Right.
think?
Versus it being a matter of factly.
Right. That's
Yeah.
why I like the Y-Files. I keep
Yeah.
on telling you guys about it. I like what he does because he gives you all the evidence of why they believe this shit is real.
The Y-Files is on what?
YouTube. And then he gives you all the evidence he found on why it's not
He
real.
sent us a link for that last week.
wow.
And he studies, bro. Like he studies. Like he drops mad knowledge and he goes, now this is what I think. What do you think? And that's really the whole premise of the shit.
And who's the host of that?
I can't remember his name.
These nuts.
But he's got the only thing at first you got to get used to, and you actually start enjoying him because sometimes he drops some funny ass shit. Is this little ass fish called hecklefish, and it sits in a bowl.
Oh no, I've watched him.
Yeah.
I've watched him. I've seen him. I found him through those reels originally.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I've watched him. As soon as you said the fish, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
He has a slight humor with what he does.
Right.
But while giving you straight shit.
He drops facts. He's like, this is what is out there. If you really search, this is what you'll find. And he doesn't give you any opinion, bro. Like it's not really. He will maybe at the end of the video he'll say, this is what I think, but it's always question on this is the information, you decide. And I dig that, bro. And he really goes hard in the paint on both. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll give you
said it's on
all the
YouTube?
legend. Yeah. He'll give
That
you
means
all
I
the
can-
legend, and then he'll debunk that shit.
Yeah. And then leave it up to you.
And say, you.
I asked that because certain shit I can't watch on my big ass like screen at home in my cave because I have the projector.
Yeah.
Then it's not like Wi-Fi. So like if you would have said like Google or some shit, I'm like, fuck, I can't watch it on that.
Yeah.
Because I only got my PlayStation hooked up.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
YouTube,
it's
I'm
really-
there
yeah.
with it.
You'll dig it.
Y'all said y'all haven't watched Echo yet?
Nah,
I
I've
have.
watched literally like 15 minutes of it, and then I was just like, nah, I want to go back to Obliterated. I'll watch this later.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was.
You watched, what is it, 5 or 6 episodes? What is it?
5 episodes.
When it was. So for me,
I still feel. Oh, go ahead.
I just don't like the fact that, and this might be a little fucked up, I don't like the fake leg thing. That fucks with me.
See, I think
And
that adds a level of like she's got it, even like with her family thrown through her, whether it's magic or some mutant.
Yeah,
like,
no,
with-
she's
See, I
fire.
don't know
The fact that she's deaf and has that shit and
Yeah.
still kicks ass.
Like beyond. But like, I just would rather her have like a real leg. or like, I don't know. That it fucks with me. Like it's like, damn, I'm trying to get through it though. I'm trying to not, because it's
Only
covered.
thing- so I will say the only thing I ever think in the entire time, does she really only have one leg? Like I
Like
don't.
the real person?
Yeah.
Yo, I've been looking at that shit too. Like, how do they film that?
Yeah, I haven't looked it up.
Like,
bro.
how do they film that?
Because they
That's
just wrap. They'll wrap green around
Yeah.
it, so they can just or blue, whatever color.
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah,
they'll
it is
take that-
blue.
Yeah, they'll take that shit right out and add that shit right in, and you'll never be none the wiser.
And the foot's little.
It is. Yeah,
It's kinda
I
small.
feel like it's not all that large.
Yeah, but she's fucking niggas up.
Yeah, she is totally fucking. Yo, she almost gave Daredevil a run for his
Yeah.
money, bro.
Yo, stop! I haven't seen it.
Oh, bro.
That's episode 1.
Oh, you do that shit all the
I
time.
told you. I
anyways.
know. I told you. I watched like 15 minutes of it, and that was it. I watched the intro, the Indians, that whole shit, the beginning part, and
The ancestor part?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's all I watched.
mean, the ending. So mind
Those were
you,
like the gods.
I have another thing. I think direction I would have preferred it to go into. I don't really want to discuss it until you watch it, but overall, it was a good show.
I'll watch it
You
by
know.
next week.
How many did she fight Daredevil again?
I think just that.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
I
yeah,
know she fights
it's a
Daredevil.
good fight though.
They got some cameos in there too.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you'll see. That's the only shit you. But I think
I had no idea. I didn't know shit.
it was probably so.
Thanks.
I'm not gonna
Awesome.
I'm not gonna be mad at that, right? Because it's probably a trailer for it
Is it?
on
They
YouTube.
I haven't
Definitely.
watched any of the trailers.
Because they're gonna want to bring people in if there's got
Yeah.
Daredevil in it. So I don't feel bad. It's probably not even spoiling nothing.
It's not as ruthless as Daredevil though. Like they held back, like so
Well, I
children
think
could like watch it.
I feel like it's him after he's been that dude.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, well, they probably toned it down for this overall.
Yeah, I want to watch her the way you see Daredevil in his
it
world.
was TV MA though.
It was?
I believe so. Because there was a lot of straight up just killing in that shit.
Yeah, but it wasn't like so direct. Like Daredevil was and Punisher.
yeah.
And those two are like.
Punisher was dope.
Yeah, they probably.
This is like a in between Daredevil and Luke Cage. As far as tone.
They almost fired a rocket into a group of people though.
He's like, all right, guys.
No,
I think I
I'm
might have
I'm
seen
fucking.
that part. No, that was actually obliterated.
No, there's a
It was
dinosaur. It was crazy.
Nah, y'all should check out Obliterated, like I was talking about earlier. It's a fun show to watch. The only downside, the only complaint I have is there's like 6 or 7 dick showings. Like full fledged, not just dangling, like camera, dick here, camera here, like dudes. there's
And
a
why
torture scene.
7?
You counted?
No, I'm saying,
He's like, there's another one.
Write it
No,
down, honey.
I don't know if that's crazy if it really is though. Like I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out there. I'm just saying there's quite a few.
I hope it all happens at once so we can just get that up out of here.
No, it's throughout the whole season.
Oh, my
I'm saying it's happening.
They
a couple
pepper it
times,
in.
yo.
Peppering in.
Yo, there's
penis
a lot of
shots are
penis
crazy.
peppering.
They're peppering penises.
There's a lot of penis peppering. Yes.
Penis peppering
But there-
is nuts.
but
Hallelujah.
There's just hella nudity. Period. But
like
that,
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones,
yeah. But the show it's a lot of fun.
It's a show?
Yeah, it's like 6 episodes or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was.
What's the premise?
The premise is they're like I was telling him they're a top secret like SEAL Team 6 type shit, and they do a mission. They think the mission's over and they're on leave, and they start partying.
All right, just keep it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Well, they party, but then they get called back to work.
Yeah.
So now they're.
yeah,
So now they're
that's
fucked
what I'm
up
saying.
at
So
work.
just keep it at that. I wanna see
They're
the rest of
obliterated
it.
now.
Yeah, it's dope, yo. I enjoyed it. I'm on like the last episode, I think.
Is
I
it
think it's
serious or is it humor?
It's mixture of both. Like
Oh.
it's a legitimate action show.
Yeah.
Like the show is cool, but there's also some humor in it.
You guys watch What If season 2 yet?
Yes.
I haven't.
What?
I don't even
good?
know they dropped it. I found out by accident, and that was it for like 2 days for me.
Yeah,
It's
same
good?
same scenario. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I
Better
enjoyed
than
the fuck
season
out of
1?
it.
I don't
Or
know,
just its own thing?
Season 1 was dope.
Equal to.
Yeah.
Little.
Yeah, season 1 was
one is
dope.
here, 2 is here. I think.
It's not so there's so many dope what if stories that until
Yeah.
other characters are introduced.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to use this opportunity though with animation to introduce some of our favorite new characters, mutants. 'Cause, you know what I'm saying? Because they own X-Men now, and so they can introduce that shit. And I thought they were going to do it.
No, they're supposed to do it. What the fuck movie is coming up that they're supposed to do that shit in?
Those are my dogs.
Oh. You seen
I can't think of it.
like you're aware because I know you read more comic books than I have. So do you remember a series of Spider-Man where there was like
My son would know this.
another dimensional Spider-Man that went to all the other dimensions and was killing
like Deadpool.
Or Deadpool murdered
There was like
the
a
whole-
villain.
Deadpool
There was
killed
like
everybody in Marvel.
There was
Yeah,
like
he
a
was
villain. There was like a villain that was killing all the Spider-Mans in different places, and then
it was. I think that was you're talking about his doppelgangers.
and then one of the Spider-Mans.
No,
went,
it was Doppelganger. That was his name.
It was
right?
Doppelganger.
No, but there was a bunch of different iterations of different types of spider shit. You know what I mean? But there also was
But wait, this dude was going into. This is what this nigga was doing. He was jumping, dimension hopping, and killing off each Spider-Man to where it got down to like the last couple, and another Spider-Man went to visit the one that's in
I wonder if that
our.
was when Dr. Octopus took over as Spider-Man.
Oh,
And
Superior
he went.
Spider, right?
He went into our. I guess would be the present day Spider-Man or the present dimension Spider-Man or whatever.
My son would
shit.
know this.
And he told that Spider-Man like, "Yo, it's time to start killing. Otherwise, you're gonna die."
After the show's over, all shit technically
and then
over,
that
Sentinel
Spider-Man like had
I'll
to
call my
like
son.
knock it off,
right?
And had to become a killer because like this dude was coming. He was killing all the Spider-Man. So
Yeah, I've never read that one.
Or what about?
There's a lot of recent ones I haven't because I haven't really read comics in years. But a lot of if you talk about the olden day ones, I usually remember most of those.
Or what about when Spider-Man like got Superman's powers and killed all the villains in Gotham?
No, I never read that one.
Yeah.
No, I didn't really.
This is
for
like
some reason I didn't really dig the crossovers, the agglamation ones or whatever. Those were pretty. Those were pretty cool.
And the Blue Beetle that laughs.
No, I didn't really read DC.
That's when remember how the Batman that laughs he becomes Joker. He gets the Joker
Yeah, it's that
serum.
black mask
Well, that
one.
happens to Blue Beetle.
Oh shit!
And he becomes a fucking murderous. He becomes crazy, and you know he's already out of control.
Did you guys like the new Blue Beetle movie?
I fell asleep on that motherfucker. I don't.
It
I'm
was
not really
alright.
into all the jokes and shit. I just really want a good solid like.
Yeah.
Deadpool is where the jokes are for me.
I like
If you
the Iron
can't-
Man first movie.
And
too.
Iron Man, okay with the joke. It took me a little while though. We talked about that. Like I had to get acclimated to the whole like.
Well, I think they seen how much success or like what people loved about the movies, and they just really took it to the extreme. That's why I think Thor: Love and Thunder gets a lot of hate because they really took the joke and
Yeah, it was
to
too
the next
funny.
level.
I'm like all set.
Yeah, it could have. This should have been a serious story. It should have started off funny, but then got serious quick. You know what I'm saying? That would have been dope.
And then there's Thor. So there's a book where Thor sees something coming down in the sky and it's Galactus, but he's hurt. So he lands on
How
Asgard.
the fuck does Galactus get hurt?
Because Galactus.
I'm about to tell you how by the Black Winter. So the Black Winter just hurts Galactus. Galactus like falls to Asgard, and they combined.
Oh, shit.
Galactus gives Thor his power. This nigga becomes a monster to fight Black Winter or whatever. And then there's a machine that can kill that was created before time. You knew about that too? Like the something. It's a giant machine that like destroys universes.
You know, I just watched those Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
How was it? 'Cause
Oh, that's
couldn't-
good?
I couldn't.
Where's
watch
it at?
I couldn't finish it.
On Paramount.
That's what it's
or
on?
It's on Prime. I think
Yo,
it's on
all you
Prime.
gotta do
It's
is go on
Prime
your
right now.
5 and go to media and click search, and it'll search all.
Oh,
the
no,
apps
I could do
you
that with
own.
anything.
But yeah,
I'm
no,
just telling you,
I'm-
it'll search all the
I'm
apps you
pretty-
own and tell you where to watch it at.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive it's on Prime.
Right.
I think it's free right now too. Like if you have Prime.
Yeah, no, I got.
I watched
pretty
like
much
half
got
of it
everything.
and was like, nah.
Only thing I,
mean, it
don't
wasn't
have,
that great,
but
but it
do
was
have because
alright.
of him is Apple TV. But he
No.
gave me his login, so
Shit, look, the things like the graphics look dope as shit. That's what like keeps me around for those movies.
So that's why I'm still paying for Apple TV, because you still watch it, because I don't ever watch that shit.
You don't watch it?
Nah, but they keep taking money away, and I've been thinking about it. I'm like, should I stop paying for this?
there's random shit that just pop up. Well, we could split it.
Okay. It's only $10.
We're gonna end on that. We're gonna call this show. We can split it.
Yo, relax.
All right, we're gonna be out this bitch. We will be back next Thursday, 8:00. Make sure you like and subscribe, follow, smash that like button,
punch it.
Yeah,
beat it up,
fucking roundhouse kick it, and yeah, we'll be back here next Thursday, 8:00 to do this shit again. Have fun. Yeah, I know you enjoyed it. Next, I think Al's gonna bring a pair of socks for a lucky winner.
That's funny.
Yeah, my crack.
They done changed.
But you only get the left sock.
Oh, you got what do you got to do for the right one?
Because it would only be right.
Oh.
Rock bottle on the track, boy.
All that fake ass designer, leave you all in the limelight. You get stuck in the physical, shit getting critical, call up the panda. Or you think we won't find ya? Look who hopped out that Honda. You get hit with a ball, now you're lacking the soul and it's on the banda. All that fake ass designer, leave you all in the limelight. You get stuck in the physical, shit getting critical, call up the panda. Or you think we won't find ya? Look who hopped out that Honda. You get hit with a ball, now you're lacking the soul and it's on the banda. The banda, hop out that navy blue Honda. She get the drop, then we find ya. We get the sticks, come and find ya. We really around ya. Rush shotgun, we creep up behind ya. For cheese, we been beefing, ain't talking lasagna. Without reading palms, but he know where to find her. She posts in the corner, getting a grinder, waiting for niggas to line up. Nigga, I don't rhyme different, cause I grind different. When the time's distant or the shine different. If you blind, listen, I no politician. I never sell myself, I be around some Christians. You staring, just know that I'm doing my thing. No name ringing bells if he decide to sing. Hundreds of hands, just like he Honda. Straight bury y'all niggas, that's where to be like. Bro, that fake ass designer, if you all in the limelight. You get stuck in the physical, shit getting critical, call up the panda. Or you think we won't find ya? Look who hopped out that Honda. You get hit with a ball, now you're lacking the soul and it's on the panda. All that fake ass designer, leave you all in the limelight. You get stuck in the physical, shit getting critical, call up the panda. Or you think we won't find ya? Look who hopped out that Honda. You get hit with a ball, now you're lacking the soul and it's on the panda.
I don't know why they hate this guy. I guess the way that I make the pies. I know this chick will be very thick. She set you up like the cable guy. I ain't talking about Jim Carrey. Y'all niggas funny, we been scary. You Peter Pan with them fairies. Pull up in mass like I'm Jim Carrey. That's crazy. You know Chapanda. She set you up, you a granda. She got that juice Chapacanda. She had them niggas confined ya. She eat you out like piranha. She got a neck like a llama. Cool as the air in Bahamas. But she a big snake anaconda. When she rockin' Mike Melisana. You lazy boy, she recline ya. For how you cockin' this time's up. Just like a bomber, she line ya. Yeah, these niggas is jelly and shorty. I been in the belly. This is a 10 in the telly. Won't even pop ya. She cut your throat, just like the end in the belly. You sure, don't show up. Jump in the Honda Corolla. Stay with the green like the ogres. Niggas like Pepsi, they eat with the soda. Folks in the eat like the Yoda. Claim that be smokers. We got one season, this ogre. Shorty, she see you got coca. My niggas creepin', they smoking. Know that they be in they vultures. You want the beef, then it's over.
All that fake ass designer, leave you all in the limelight. You get stuck in the physical, shit getting critical, call up the panda. Or you think we won't find ya? Look who hopped out that Honda. You get hit with a ball, now you're lacking the soul and it's on the panda. All that fake ass designer, leave you all in the limelight. You get stuck in the physical, shit getting critical, call up the panda. Or you think we won't find ya? Look who hopped out that Honda. You get hit with a ball, now you're lacking the soul and it's on the panda.